1,000 soldiers amongst them. The colonists who were here were becoming more and more frustrated with their government 3,000 miles away. Taxes, trade policies, things of this nature, rules and regulations, they had no say in the matter, nobody represented these people. So most of the frustration with these issues was coming out, most of the noise in it from those frustrations was coming out of New England, out of Boston mostly. These soldiers came here thinking they were going to put down a burgeoning rebellion, make an example of the people of Boston. Well, 7 years later, we had 100 of those warships here. We had 4,000 soldiers in Boston by then. They still didn't have a handle on this burgeoning rebellion. The battles at Lexington and Concord started the Revolutionary War in April of 75, 15, 20 miles from here. At the end of those battles, colonial troops pushed the British soldiers all the way back to Boston. Sent them down here at the Long War for the next 11 months. 15,000 colonials surrounded the wharf. British couldn't move on land any further. They could have gone out to sea. They could have gone home any time they wanted. They stuck around for the next 11 months, still thinking they were going to put down a burgeoning rebellion. Finally, in March of 1776, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day of all days, colonial troops were successful in convincing the British to leave the Long War. They headed up to Canada. The war ended in Massachusetts, continued for about 7 years otherwise. And that's what happened for long. Now we're going to head into the North End. This is the oldest neighborhood in Boston. This is the first long-term European settlers here. John Winthrop and 700 Puritans. They arrived here in 1630. They were looking to practice their Puritan religion and make money. What they found here was the Shaw Mountain Peninsula, a place of clear water. Does it translate? Tiny little piece of land, full of things as well as more of an island on the peninsula, really a natural causeway that connected to the mainland was underwater everywhere. And 2/3 of this thing was rock and swamp. At the north end of the peninsula, we had a half-mile square of buildable space and a deep harbor. These people knew they could bring in big ships and make a lot of money, and before you know it, we had the most successful port on the colonial coast. 1765, though, secret meetings were taking place. Back rooms, alleys, basements. Samuel Adams, John Hancock, Paul Revere, Joseph Warren, all these people involved. These meetings were held in response to the stamp act. These little oppressive taxes heaped on these people by their own government, by England. They're already paying heavy taxes. So now it's even harder to earn a living. So from these secret meetings came a group known as the Sons of Liberty. They were the first group to strongly oppose British oppression. From the Sons of Liberty came a rebellion that became the American Revolution. The whole revolution began right here. Since about 1910, the North End here is mostly associated with Italian Americans and Italian immigrants. Some call this neighborhood Little Italy. You'll find 100 Italian restaurants and pastry shops right here in this half-mile square. Stops 2, 3, and 5 will take you into the North End, and this is stop number 2, stop number 2.
Stop number 2. Stop number 2. Yes, Paul Revere House. Let's step on. Let's get off for here. We'll be here for a few minutes. Maybe Bud can grab his Google map and we can go to the Paul Revere House. You gonna Google map that for me, bud? Hello and welcome to Boston, Massachusetts on a Wednesday.
If not, then I can just star this.
Yeah, star it. We're here in Boston on the road, living in Diz on location. Hello, everyone. And yeah, make sure you check out livingindiz.com. It's your one-stop shop for everything living in Diz. Livingindiz.com. Go there often. Built by me. That's the trolley right there. We're going to be off and on the trolley today. Signal could be spotty in certain areas because we don't know. So bear with us. Let me know how we're doing. And we're going to stop off. There's like 9 stops, but we're not going to make 9 stops. We're going to stop where we feel like we can be most efficient. And this could be, you know, a 3-hour tour. So welcome. It's so great to have everyone here. Melissa Winters, Tiffany Smith, Dennis Poe, Andy Powers, Tracy R. and Mom, Christine Hickman, Ruby Princess Tree. I hope she does not have a black screen now. Andromeda Shun, Julia from Germany, Sonic Manager. Oh, Sonic Manager, I like that. Sonic Manager. Michaela is here. Samantha Carpin, Clara Murphy, Ruben G, Andy Powers, Harry Balo, and Frederick. Welcome everyone, and more will come in. And our first stop we chose was the Paul Revere house. Does anyone know who Paul Revere was? We got a great vlog coming out, by the way. A great, dare I say, no, not yet. I'm editing it now. I'm only going to say I think it's the best. It's going to be the best Salem vlog ever out there because we tried a little food, but all the research I did, no one was able to video any of their Salem Witch ghost tours, but guess what? We did. And we're going to have a lot of cool stories. We're going to have a lot of cool stories to show in that vlog, and it's probably going to be like a 40-minute vlog at least. So that's coming out soon. The whole family is here. Hello, everyone. Jacob is navigating us via Google Maps so that we can be super efficient. You are near me. Will you come to Connecticut to meet me, says Kylie. Oh, that'd be awesome, Kylie. But yeah, we're flying. We're flying out of Boston in a couple of days.
I don't want to. It's nice out today.
Hey, North End Fitness right there reminds me, doesn't that remind you of the gym, Louis' gym? The same structure, connected, same windows. The red coats are coming. The red coats are coming. Exactly.
You're going.
Ruby can't see me, everybody. Everyone's seeing me, Ruby. I don't know if you have to refresh, really totally close out and come back in. Tracy says, can't wait to see. We had such a great time in Salem last night. Such a great time. Jill's still missing Salem.
I do. I want to go back. I want to pick some up from the wood shop. Pick some stuff up.
Yeah, what do you want to get?
Yes, Paul Revere alerted the farmers the British were coming. Samantha also got it as well. So we're just going to take a peek at his house. We're not going to go in. Huh? Oh, I know, right? There's another one right there. Almost every doorstep out here has an Amazon package. What?
When we need to go on that way.
Oh, moon? Okay. Hey, Andy. He says, so lovely to be with you for 3 months now, and it has gone so fast. Your streams are awesome. Live with your lovely family, Andrew, Newport, South Wales. We love having you, Andy, so much, and we thank you for your appreciation.
We're in Little Italy.
We're in Little Italy right now.
Where our tour guide said that there was over 100 restaurants and bakeries full of goods and pastries that are all Italian.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but here in the Ellis family, the LID family, I don't care if y'all know her name. Anyways, here at the LID fam, we love Italian food.
Yes, we do.
We love it.
Number one on the list. Oh yeah, I could eat my way through this part of the city for sure. For sure. It's really windy out in the areas that are not closed in by all these buildings. Look at this old church. Sacred Heart Italian Church.
Feels nice out.
It's beautiful out today. Feels like Florida today.
A little bit.
A little bit. Welcome to Napoli Square.
Like a cooler Florida day. You know what I mean?
Hi, Donna. She says if you can get inside, it's pretty cool in there.
Sacred Heart Church. I'm not sure if that has any significance to history. I'm sure it does, but...
Yeah. Look at the architecture. Look at this.
Hello.
Oh, look at this little square. Mama Maria, Ciao Roma. Oh, yeah.
See how old that copper is up there?
Yeah. Look at this. Take some pictures of these, Jill. Look at this suitcase. So we're going to have some things we find that we didn't even count on. How cool is that? Go around the corner to Old North Church. The coming weeks will be stressful for Sonic. Congratulations once again, Sonic. What an appropriate time to go to Boston during 4th of July, right? Right? Can't say that I planned that purposely. We're going the Ducks tour when we come to visit. So here's a confession by me. I booked so many different things last minute on so many different websites that we were ready to go to come and do the duck boat tour, and I realized I didn't book that. I was so convinced it was 1 o'clock. So Tammy drove up here and I spent about the whole drive. Look at this, it's the city, it's the North End. I spent the whole ride up trying to book something, and that's how we got the trolley tour. So this is going to end up being a great day. It was the original plan I wanted to do anyway.
Tammy 2 Wheels in Boston.
Tammy 2 Wheels in Boston, yes.
Yeah.
What?
You did the square.
I just put my phone away.
Oh,
Right there.
okay. And then we can try the North Church, which is, this smells amazing. I can't even contain myself. It smells like, I'm going to say it like I'm from Boston, because I am. It smells like garlic bread.
It does, and it smells like
Doesn't
that.
it?
Good.
Wow, this is a really neat area. A stream outside of Florida. Can you show Jill a campfire there? Last time I mentioned campfire, she said, I live in Florida. That's funny. Have a cannoli for me. I'm telling you, it's like we're at the table ready to eat garlic bread. Where's that coming from? Mama Maria's or something?
I think it's right here.
Mama Maria. All right, let's go check out. Jacob's going to guide us to Paul Revere.
Right there.
Oh! Look at this. It's right here. So obviously they built these buildings around it. And this. So I will say this. I'll say this, right? I'm going to ask Tammy. I'm going to put Tammy on the spot.
Put me on the spot.
What do you think of initially when you look at this house?
What are you putting me on the spot for?
Well, you might not get it, but I'll give you a hint after that.
What's the hint?
Think of yesterday.
Everything's close together, first of all.
Yeah, everything's close
And
together.
it's brown or black or whatever it is again. Like this, was that the color back then? Like to have a black house?
So we were in Salem last night, and like I said, there's a wonderful vlog coming out about it. And a lot of the homes look just like this that still existed. Same color. The windows are smaller because the winters were harsh, and they wanted to keep the heat in from the fireplace.
Is that why they chose black?
Yeah, I like the color.
Is your house warmer?
Yeah. Jill,
Jill wants a black house now.
look at the style of this house. Doesn't it look like it could be in Salem?
It does look like a house. It's small.
They came.
Cobblestone streets still exist. Pizzeria Regina is the famous pizza place in the North End. Oh, I've eaten at that pizza place. Hello from Fort Worth, Texas, USA. Wonder if you're all going to Coney Island. No, we're keeping it in Massachusetts. So this is the Paul Revere house.
Dad, I would like to get a picture. It has your bright teal in it.
Okay, Jill wants a picture. This is what's known as Paul Revere Square. Wild Ride Productions says, hey, can I have a shout out? I just did. What's up, Wild Ride Productions? One last look at that. In case you're wondering what the hours and details are, we can take a look at them. Where is the North Church super close, bud? Old North Church.
Is that the exact name of it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to cancel this. Look at his shadow. Because it's gonna. Then you can't get back.
It's open till 4:15 or 5:15, depending on the time of year. Open daily. But we're gonna make sure we have time to get back on the bus for some other things. Adults are $6. burb does your family originate from? Oh, New Bedford, Massachusetts. I worked and went to school in Boston, though.
5 minutes.
5 minutes from here? Okay. Old North Church. Can you guide us to it? All right, let's go. We're going to check out the Old North Church next. And then we're going to try to catch the next trolley, hopefully. So if you're wondering the distance New Bedford from Boston without traffic, if you drive to it in the morning, very early morning before rush hour, it's about a 45-minute drive, but then with rush hour and everything, it's more like, all right, let's pick up the pace. It's more like, so you got this, wicked smart. Anybody from Boston is wicked smart.
Right now is not the time to be stopping, Corey.
Wicked smart.
Come on. You used to live here, now you're a tourist. Move on.
I know, I've turned into a tourist. In my own home. But it's more of the kids and sharing with the channel. But these are things that, you know, when you've grown up somewhere, sometimes you don't even take advantage of looking at and appreciating all of the things that your area has to offer. Olikia Hill says hello, and everyone from Ohio. What's up? Happy what we call Wednesdays. It's Wednesday on Living in Diz. Welcome, welcome. If you're new here, make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe and the notification bell so you know every time we go live in Disney World 2 to 3 times a week. And whenever we go on vacation, we take you with us. Okay, we gotta, okay. Well, let's go. This lady's crossing, so we'll take advantage of that. Oh, look at all that down there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, take a right? Okay. This is pretty. Not the Old North Church, but pretty. Take a look over the fence. So yeah, we're doing the trolley tour. This is new for us too, so we're gonna stop and let everyone get a look at anything that we should stop and take a peek at. We're mindful of the trolley times. We can pick up a new trolley every 20 minutes. And we're gonna try to do this. Oh, try to be done. Yeah, we gotta be done with everything. Within a couple hours, the latest. So we're trying to pick out the highlights. There'll be some good ones.
Oh, but it's so high. It's so high.
There's some water there. He might be enjoying the sun because there is shade and he's staying in the sun. Look at that. You can eat on the balcony. Hey Mukesh, happy Wednesdays. Jill says, that happens when you move away. I used to live near Washington, D.C. and did not visit any of the historic buildings until we went back. So there's a lesson. Always check out your local areas just because you live there. I think there's great things to be found everywhere.
Hanover Street. You know what Hanover reminds me of? Dr. Hanover from Ratched. If anybody's watched Ratched, it was amazing. You need to watch Ratched. It's on Netflix. This reminds me of like the Portuguese feast.
Yeah.
Portuguese festival, but make it Italian.
Yeah, and look, you can eat outside again. I love this. We did this in Salem, where we get to eat outside, like on the street.
I want to go to Salem again.
Thank you, Theo. I did see that. So I did see that. So I'll pay closer attention to it later. We've been on fast forward for the last 24 hours or so. We got a Red Sox game tonight, so we got to try to wrap this up for 4:30 so we can get over to Fenway Park and enjoy that atmosphere for a little bit. Yeah, we're taking the subway.
Man.
Horse carriages went up and down. They are hundreds of years ago. It's crazy, right? I wish you could just stand there and transform. Old North Church.
Our tour guide.
Look at the Paul Revere statue.
Oh, man.
Right through this way, bud?
our bus tour guide for like the 5 minutes that we were on, she had a cool fact that 90% of Boston is built on landfill, and that only like 10% of it was.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just like they did in Salem. They landfilled a lot of that.
Jacob, can you move?
Here is the Paul Revere statue. Definitely breezy. Hopefully it doesn't get too windy for y'all watching. Do you plan on streaming some at Fenway? I would love to, but we can't. They don't allow it.
One, they don't allow it. Two, I want to enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Because this is my first
Red Sox
my
game.
first Red Sox game. Also Jacob.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mom has, of course, been one, right?
Yeah. She's been to like 3.
You're gonna eat like hot dogs there?
Well, a Fenway Frank is something you should try, but
I don't know.
might have to get a Fenway Frank just to say we did it.
I have no idea what that is. But...
Oh, it's just a hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Fenway one.
I'll take one.
How do they say it? The vendors in the stands? Hot dogs. Hot dogs. Hot dogs. Tammy said who said the British are coming? Is Neil? I bet Neil's still signed in as me. This fountain was erected in 1934. What time did we get off? Like, we might miss the next trolley. Hey, bud, do you know what time we get off the trolley? We should set a timer when we do get off.
No idea.
We're probably going to miss that one. We went live. Well, yeah, we'll probably have to get the next one.
It's probably gonna be like 10 minutes back.
Okay. So we'll look at this for 10 minutes and go back. Or not even 10,
Well,
right?
I'm saying it's gonna be 10 minutes back.
10 minutes to get us back there? Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Look at this little... Jill, they made a door for you. Look.
That's a minion door. Not for Jill.
That's for the minions. Look. What do we think that door was for?
Me?
I wonder what that door was for. Lots of English in Jill's bloodline. Me too. Very heavy English. From England, obviously. This here is in memory of the British and Commonwealth forces who have lost their lives in service to their country. Dennis, it feels like a mild Florida day. Sweat factor 1.5 Mickeys. I think the front here would be the Old North Church. And then we can like start to head back, I guess.
Oh, you know how it's in?
You said you started. There's a Starbucks right there. There was a Starbucks where we were. Oh, look. Can we go inside? Probably deliveries if they could just hand it on the other side. Theo says, Neil, my man, you two recover yet from the big gimbal responsibilities? Neil and I had the discussions and we talked over everything and he's good to go for the next time. Neil did an amazing job last night. What?
I would like to make my own scrapbook
You can go
of
in.
all of the places I've been.
Mm-hmm.
You can go in.
Can we? Tickets required beyond that point. You need tickets. So we're just gonna go over here and get a long look of it. What? Open to visitors.
Dude, you're standing in the shade.
Here's the famed Old North Church. The signal lanterns of Paul Revere displayed in the steeple of this church, April 18th, 1775, warned the country of the march of the British troops to Lexington and Concord. Read that up there. Okay, Jill, thank you for that fact finding. She said the small doors were usually used for deliveries to the basement in this area. Oh, so very welcome, Carrie. Brings back memories of National Treasure. Kudos to Neil for last night's stream, says Bernadette. Appreciating my independence. Thanks. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So his lantern is lit at the top, I guess, at night. So, all right, we're going to find our way back towards the trolley for our next stop. What do we think? Back this way? Type in Starbucks, because we were near the Starbucks. Ah. Jill's doing some social media.
Find one. No, there's not a bunch of. There's not this time. Let's say fast.
One by land, two by sea. That's right, Jacob. Yes. We'll go through here again. We'll find our way back to the trolley. Thank you, Mukesh. I love when I can do something different. And like I said earlier, for anyone that's just popped on now, sometimes you set out to do a vlog and you have no idea how it's going to turn out, but definitely not.
Look how cute it is.
Oh, look at the picture Jill just took.
No, Jacob is my traveling
Jacob
photographer. Yeah, Jacob.
You're so welcome, Olikia.
No, Jacob's back there.
I wonder if I could. Let's peek in. This is the Old North Church on the inside.
Y'all, I swear, there's only 2 people that know how to take really good, proper pictures of me. And that's one of my best friends, Megan. Shout out to you, girl. I know you miss Boston. She went here, I think it was last year. I know you missed it here. And Jacob. There's only 2 people I know that can take really good pictures
Yeah,
of me.
because I can't.
No, you really can't.
I have an eye for video,
We
not
both
photography.
We both have eyes for both. Well, you don't have an eye for photography. That's why I had to teach you some different things in B-roll. Be like, hey, instead of this would be better.
Did you help me?
Yeah, I did. Remember when you were starting out? I was like, hey, this would be better because I had the eye for photos. Jacob takes the photos.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Marla. Oh, so I was saying, you know, out of all the vlogs I saw of Salem, I think this one is going to be like not many others unless I missed one. But when I did research for the Witch Ghost tours, everyone said they couldn't video any of the tour. Well, we were able to video it, and we had the best, tour guide.
In the world.
Yeah, very, very
well-spoken. Amazing delivery.
Yeah, her timing, amazing.
Her knowledge was amazing.
So we're going to listen to some like 8 and 12 minute stories that she had that I think are very interesting to keep in the vlog. So when that does premiere,
Did you get the one?
we're talking like 40, 45 minutes, I think, at least.
Did you get the bride story?
Yes. Yes.
She was amazing. Her name was Danielle.
Hi, Jennifer L. Happy Wednesdays on a special Wednesdays presentation. I'm also working, I got some new tools. And we ordered we're going to order a new computer today. Because the old one's slowing down.
We are? I didn't know that.
Sammy said, it's for the channel.
We are?
It's for the channel. That's where PayPals and Super Chats
Did
go.
you check with the boss?
I told you that we were looking and we were ready to buy.
Looking and buying is two different things, my friend.
Jacob and I went over it.
At least it's not a mug, right, chat?
It's just going to make everything better. And we have new amazing thumbnails ready for the parks to debut this Saturday.
Oh, random thought, but something that's super cool in Salem that I found is that there's a couple all-black houses. I think that's super cool. Couple all-black houses.
Yeah. Makes me want to paint my house that color.
We are not painting our house. I would love to. Not in Florida.
Jill says, looking forward to that vlog from Salem.
I miss Salem.
Winter, it's hot.
I'm not
It's
gonna.
not hot, Mom.
Is she saying it's hot?
She's freaking
You're
saying
from
it's hot.
Florida.
No.
You do not match me in
Stop.
my body temperatures.
No, stop.
You don't.
You're not even in the conversation. They're talking about painting the house black, and I said, no, it's too hot in Florida.
Oh.
We tend to paint our house black. We have a nice AC. So, turn the camera around and keep moving along, mister.
She told me. That was a funny laugh, by the way. Are you going to get a Mac? I have a Mac, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna switch. It's an old Mac. I'm gonna switch to Windows. Because right now, two things have happened. I wanted to take a break from like game nights anyway and everything, but the computer just became too slow to do game nights. And when I'm creating graphics and everything and working on the channel, it's just so slow. So we need to speed up.
Like how long does it take you to do a simple Google search?
It depends on the mood of the Mac right now. Like I
20
could,
seconds?
like the fastest, I can do a Google search and it can pop up in about 10 to 12 seconds. But there are many other days where it can take longer. And some days it's just so sluggish I can't do anything without waiting 2, 3, 4 minutes and then have to restart it. Boston mug, says Evan. I've done very well in my mug therapy. I haven't purchased a mug in many weeks.
You have a bunch of
Nor do I have the the inclination to do so. Okay, we didn't come. Oh, we came down from here. I navigated myself a little bit yesterday on our way back
Oh, it smells amazing again.
when we were in Salem. And Jacob was like, how did you do that, Dad? I'm like, men have very strong built-in sense of direction. Yeah, this is the Italian. This is the Italian square. Yes.
It smells amazing over here, man.
It does.
All of these, I've
We're like in
seen
the
all
middle of
these
the
like
street.
small businesses and
the
small
middle of the street.
restaurants.
Theo says, Corey definitely majors in smooth professional videography. Maybe not painting house colors.
Man, I would love to try some of the pasta over here.
Does anybody want a faded NFL hat? Over there.
Did you show me a new hat?
Oh, look at my new hat. I am so proud of it. I
We're
love
not
it.
matching at all.
I don't even care if I'm not matching. It's all about the Patriots. Look at this. Oh, I might have shown him this hat when we streamed at Gillette Stadium, though.
You showed it about 15 times.
When I was 16.
I like to annoy the family and say, I love this hat. I believe we came from here.
Yeah.
Paint it in the Italy flag colors, your place, or what you like, but not black.
Nope.
Oh, Jacob says we came from this way. I'm going to look ahead and see what our next stop. Wow, I would love to be in that area with white cameras. Oh, I know, right, Chris Dye? All right, so looking ahead, stop 3. I think we're gonna just drive by stop number 3. And then stop number 4, Jill, has the Constitution Museum, but we're not gonna go in there. You have to pay separately for all these things. We did pay for any one of them, but we're gonna finish over at the New England Aquarium for a little bit. Hopefully the stream holds up for that. If it doesn't, that's where we'll end the stream. So the USS Constitution is over there. So we were thinking we could go over there and check out the USS Constitution, but that'll be in not the first stop, the stop after that. Yes, love old Pat Patriot. Even though, like I said on the stream at Patriot's Place the other day, Pat Patriot really signifies tough times for the organization. They rarely had great times with Pat Patriot, but it's just classic. So when I grew up with the Patriots, those were the uniforms. So I always said too, I think that they could incorporate Pat Patriot even with the new logo. Like put him on the sleeve or something. I don't know if the NFL would allow him to do it though. How far are we from Fenway Park? So we did a little research before we started the stream. It's about technically it's a 15-minute drive, but by train it's 35. This is cute, right? So we're gonna take the subway over and keep our car where it is because it's gonna be about, is it $48 to park for the entire day? So we figured we would just keep the car there, because if we parked here and paid $48, we'd pay another $50 or $60 to park at the game. So I think the good call was just to stay where it is and take the train for a little over $2 each. No, we decided not to do, well, I don't want to say we decided not to do the duck boat tour. I messed up those reservations, so instead we got the trolley. And I think this is going to make for a really good stream.
He thought he booked it, but he didn't.
Yeah, so weird. But this is what I wanted to book originally anyway. And so far it's cool, right?
I like it. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, and we can always do the duck boat tour next time we come back.
Alright, I don't know where anywhere else. So it's right here.
It's gonna... Oh, let's cross so we can cross over there. So we're gonna skip the next stop and we're gonna get off at the one after that for the USS Constitution. So if y'all want some history on that, I guess I can look it up. Or one of you can look it up and post it and I can read it.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wait.
Oh, yeah. Let's roll. So next time we should set a timer. Oh, being in the stands, I don't know if we'll feel that much.
No, I mean like. No, like.
I don't know if you can think now. We'll have to ask.
No, I mean like how the game would go if on the swing.
Oh. It could mess. It could mess with the fly balls and everything. Hard to track them. All right, so we're waiting for the next trolley. It's $10 to park Brigham Women's Hospital. It's just a few minutes walk from Fenway. You can park in the Brigham and Women's parking lot? Oh, here comes our trolley. USS Constitution was built at Hart's Shipyard in the north end of Boston. Construction began in 1794 and Constitution launched in 1797 of October 21st. Thank you, Jill. A walking tour is always enjoyable. What's that? Oh, no.
Well, I just noticed it.
Oh, is that another wrong?
Oh, that one's busy. I don't think we can put it on.
Yeah. I want to take the next one.
Oh,
That
okay.
one.
Yeah, well, how long is it?
Yeah, but it's going to be another 20 minutes. That is not cool. So they might not fit us. Well, let's see. Is there room for 4 more? All right. Next one. Thank you. Holly, I saw that PayPal. I'll acknowledge it when we get off the bus.
There's 2 and 2 back there, and you actually, if somebody wants to sit up here, they can. You just can't talk when you sit here because.
Yeah. Thank you.
So when I look, I don't see any seats at all. Thanks, guys, for helping with that.
Tammy. Let's see. Everybody, blast the chat for our good friend Holly McGlone for that very generous PayPal. Let's blast the chat for Holly. Thank you so much, Holly. So appreciated. So generous.
Battery Ward, this is actually where the British Army kept their ammunition. The British Army originally sent here in 1768 by King George. So there were 8 years while they were here. Stormed onto Lexington Green. Shots were fired. That was a shot heard around the world. That began the revolution. So that was on April 19th, 1775. So that's another holiday for us. But we actually commemorate it on the 3rd Monday in April. We call it Patriots Day. And that is the day they run the Boston Marathon. This is stop number 3, Old North Church. It's on you can from here. You gotta walk up Wall Street here. This is what our trolley signs look like. Trolley signs, so I just see there.
Boston Marathon's always
Stop.
Yeah, we probably would be here.
Go.
So we're gonna have to stop 4. Stop 4, Charlestown maybe, right?
You ever been to Newcastle?
Oh, what did you say? Year 7 on the 5-year plan to replace this bridge. Woo!
Hey Ruby, so glad that you were able to fix your black screen. Welcome, happy Wednesdays. Look at the State Street building right there. That's pretty, right?
So when we cross this bridge, we'll be in Charles. So in Charlestown, we have a couple waterways that meet here. There's the Charles River, the Mystic River, and Boston Harbor. So initially, Charlestown was a swamp. Indians call it the swamp. It is reclaimed land, like about 65% of Boston.
Hey, Serrano, nice message. That's awesome.
Hill Pond is all filled in because of a hill called Pemberton. So when the Puritans came here, they found the Shawnee Peninsula. That's what the native Indians call this. Get up there, they're not going to let you in unless you get up there. Come on, get up there. A little more, sir. So the Puritans came along in 1630. They met the Shaman Indians and they said, well, we're going to call Boston Tremontaine for the three mountains you have here. So we had Mount Vernon, Pemberton, and Beacon Hill. So about 60% of Beacon Hill was taken down. The other two hills were taken down completely. Pemberton was put here behind us. The other two hills were put in other areas of the city. I'll give you more on that when we get in the back bay and the other areas where the landfill is. That obelisk you see here, that was the Bunker Hill Monument that commemorates the Battle of Bunker Hill. Now, the battle took place on June 1775. It was actually considered one of the bloodiest battles of the Revolution. Now, what I want to tell you is that this fight took place on the wrong hill and we lost it. So the British Army took this hill, but it was more of a moral victory. That is why we commemorate it. But we have since learned this all happened on Reed's Hill, and we've never bothered to change our history books to reflect that. Now that obelisk is 221 feet, 294 steps to the top. Views from that little window is more of a pretty cool. And it might be one of the easy things that you can do now. The all the way to where? So I'm going to take you to the Navy Yard. Before we get on the bridge, you can see the mass of the Constitution here. Our Navy Yard is actually open in 1800. It's the Boston Navy Yard. So we closed about 174 years after it opened. Closed in 1974. So it's 30 acres run by the Park Service. And it's really for a U.S. Constitution. The oldest one is still in boat. We also have a World War II destroyer here called the Castle. It's a Fletcher-class destroyer that is actually a museum now. The whole Golden vessel, so about 6 in the evening. They're in a museum here as well. Apparently there's an issue with some of the welding.
Maybe a new bridge.
So all around us, we have Flowermere Park. Flowermere Park down there, that's a dog park. Flowermere Park over here. So they know this is the area where Flowermere left Boston to go to the countryside of the British Revolution.
She showed it to her brother and stayed.
Not interesting how when you drive, you ever notice that and everybody stays here? I noticed that when we drive home, I'm like, can you go over here? It's just that weird mentality. What else can I tell you about the city? Alright, so we started telling you about the Puritans calling this area Tremontaine. So the Tremontaine, the English version of Tremontaine is Tremont, so you have Tremont Street. And Tremont Street used to be the neck of the peninsula. So the north end is the point of the peninsula. I think 783 square miles. So it's probably a little bit. Come on, try to pass you. All right, let's go. Alright, enough about that. We're going to go to Navy Yard. Now, the Charleston Navy Yard, I was telling you, was Boston Navy Yard. Now, for the first time in its history, the Constitution was a female captain. Hoorah, girl power. Her name is DJ Girl. Sorry, on the Today Show, because I never know it.
Oh, yeah.
That is funny. You're going to ride on my bus.
If we can make it to the Bunker Hill Monument. I think we can make it to the Bunker Hill
Straight
Monument.
ahead is stop number 4. So we have the USS Constitution Museum with its free explained donations. On the water, you will see the USS Constitution, oldest mission forces to the float. So on the 4th of July, they took her out, spun her around, brought her back. They also took a couple of behind it is the World War II destroyer, the Castle. You guys want to check it out?
Oh boy, there's a lot of people waiting for this one. You know what? There's a lot of people waiting. Do you think we should get off? Make a call.
What's here?
The Constitution and that, Jill. Jill. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
How long to the next one? About 15 to 20 minutes?
I don't know, bro. What do you think?
All right, Jill. Yeah, let's get off on this one. Let's get off on this one. We're gonna get off.
There's 10 of you.
We're gonna be able to get back on.
Yeah, we'll do this one and we can skip some others.
Well, we're gonna have to get you
There's a
on,
group
so
of
let
10,
me-
so
Sorry, let me let these
4
guys
of us
off.
are getting on.
There's only 4 of us.
1, 2,
Is it a group of 10? Okay. Might be because they were a group of 10. All right, that one had a... But, you know, there's this and that, Jill. I didn't know if you wanted to see it, how far it is to get there.
Where?
You're pointing at a bunch of...
The monument, the Bunker Hill Monument.
That's gonna be like a 20-minute ride, I guess.
You don't want to waste much time walking.
Yeah. There's the Bunker Hill Monument. That might be a little too far to get to.
Watch your time.
They said the museum. They said the museum over here. All right, let's set our timer.
12-minute walk.
Oh, okay. Let's set our timer. Can you set a timer for us? Come back here. Let's see where we're at 15 minutes from now. We'll go check out the USS Constitution. I feel like that's something that we should see.
Yeah, I said hi to her too.
What's up, Nathan Rita? I worked at Brigham and Women's, Ruby. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Tommy. He says, hi, Diz. I met you during the Diamond Head hike in Hawaii. Well, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you popped in. Tommy Chu? He
Oh,
met
I
us on
remember you.
He met us on Diamond Head.
Yep.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello. Good to see you on the channel. The ship is in the front of you, says Andy. Yep.
And her best
The
friend's
bus
birthday
sign
party.
should be hop on only if someone hops off. It's very windy over here. I might take my hat off. I don't want to lose my hat. My precious new hat.
You talk so much.
Can't stop yet.
The Battle of Bunker Hill, June 17th, 1777, or 1775. This tablet marks the point where the British reinforcements landed. So the British reinforcements landed here. Do we go over here to see the ship, bud? Oh, I don't know. Can I go in there with this? I might not be able to. Need your ID to get in. I'm going to point you all to the ground for a second. I wonder if you have to pay tickets for it. You might have to. Let me check. Let's see. Let's find out. Hello. Is this free to go on in to check out the ship? Okay, just have a photo ID ready, okay? All right. Oh, I have a camera. I gotta find out.
Show me a photo ID.
Oh, I have to show it to you? Can you hold that, bud?
Photo IDs, everybody over 18, please.
I have a camera equipment. I just walk through with that. Huh? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, thank you. Just like Disney. Oh, I need my bag. Can you get my bag, honey? We get to go on the USS Constitution. Everybody, blast the chat for Ruben G for that $19.99 super chat. Says, hope you and the fam are having a great time. Visited Boston years ago. Thanks for the memories. And thank you so much for that very generous super chat, Ruben G. We appreciate that. Everybody, blast the chat for Ruben G as we show appreciation. What? Am I going the wrong way?
That's the visitor center.
That's the visitor center.
Yeah,
Are we good?
that's when people are going out.
But if we want to go right to the ship, everybody's going there. Everybody's just turning there. I don't think.
Don't get mad.
I don't want to do this. I just want to go to the boat.
It has refilled like 300,000 water bottles.
Years of years. How's it going? Love these out-of-park journeys. Caught your hometown tour days back. Thanks for taking us along. You're so welcome, years of years. So we want to get to the boat. How do we get to? How you doing? How do we get to the boat?
Right out those doors.
Right there. Thank you. Good to see you, years of years. It's been a few weeks, I think. Ruby says Tammy's not over 18, so she should not have to show her ID.
Exactly. Then what am I?
Whoop, whoop. That's right, Andy, and we're sympathetic to you too in your history, and anyone British watching, we love you all. Obviously, it has more to do with, well, what happened between the UK, the British, and the United States. But yeah, just enjoying some history. I've heard about this thing all my life, and I've never seen it.
Can you get wet?
Can you get wet? What do you think you're gonna do? Take it out on the ocean?
Pirates.
Pirates? Like pirates?
Yeah.
Yeah. Arr. Yeah. All the cannons. Look at all the cannons. There's a ton of cannons here. Thanks for doing this. I love Boston. You're so welcome, Catherine. Happy to share. Definitely happy to share. This is the past. We're all friends now. And I am English. I am English. Ellis goes all the way back to to England and back to the 1600s. And like I've said before on stream, we do have actual ancestors that came over on the Mayflower in 1620 to Plymouth, Mass. So this was an actual warship. I don't know if it went into battle. It's just crazy that, like, that's wood. It's wood.
Okay.
Wow, I've never been on something like this before. Sharon loves the tall ships. Watercolor paint pictures of them. Ooh. Look at the wood finish on this too, huh? That's so tall up there, isn't it? So how about this, right? Imagine, oh, here's a cannon.
Is Matt on here?
Ah, you scurvy scum. You bloomin' cockroaches.
Screwed up on?
No, he's not. Imagine that. If you need to get up there to do whatever you need to do. You know what I mean? There's steps there. You're out on the crazy wild ocean and you need to get up there for that? Oh, well, there is a little bit of a area here. If you fell off, you'd still be on the boat, but there is an area up there where you wouldn't be on the boat. I love going on old ships. Makes me feel claustrophobic sometimes, but still worth seeing the ships. Hey, Maddie B. Can you stay up there during a bad storm?
That's a dumb idea.
No, I don't think so. I mean, you could be on the boat. I don't know though. I wouldn't risk it. Here's some netting. I'm guessing this netting would probably not be up if it in the 1700s. What do you think, Jill? Everybody blast the chat for Catherine Wilby says thank you. This is awesome. Thank you so much for that super chat, Catherine. Thank you. Everybody blast the chat as we celebrate Catherine for her generosity. Thank you. There's so many things to look at. The ropes are so thick. Man. They climb this rigging to the top of the masts. Yeah. You know that, Jill? When they need to take care of something up there, they have to climb all the way up there and take care of it. It's crazy. Jill's taking some social media. You can catch that on Instagram at Jillian Isn't There.
Isn't here.
Oh, isn't
Why
here.
does everyone say
Jillian
that?
isn't here.
No, everybody gets it wrong.
Here, take a picture of Jacob and me right here on this cannon. Mom can hold it. All right, forget it. He doesn't want to. Look at this thing. The gallows. I think we'll go down there. AJC says this is really cool to see. Hey, alpaca lover. And AJC, welcome. Happy Wednesdays. If anyone's new here, please make sure that you... Go ahead. You're good. You're fine. make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell on that bell, because we are live with live streams. Disney 2 to 3 times a week. Disney World. I don't know what this is. Went into battle in 1812. Thank you, Evan. So many cannons. So little time. Netting to keep little kids out of the water for sure. Hi all, I climbed all the way up the main mast of the Bounty, a reproduction ship that later unfortunately caught fire and sank. Wow, that's bravery. That's bravery. I mean, I don't feel like I'm really afraid of heights, but I might balk at that a little bit. Let's see if we can go down below. Let's go down. Who's ready to go down below?
It's gonna be hard to get down there.
You ready to try to go down below? If the signal's tough down there, we'll come back up. So hang with us. Yes, it is Space Mountain Dave. Constitution is the most noted for her actions during the War of 1812 against the United Kingdom, when she captured numerous merchant ships and defeated 5 smaller British warships.
Only for the people.
Ooh, that's a steep one.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been a very good sailor. You gotta
Imagine how fast they went down that too. That's a steep set of stairs.
Not only that, but when you get down there, if you go over 5 something, over 6 something, you're walking around like that all day.
Ooh, is there just one level or 2?
There's actually another level. There's 2 more levels, but the very bottom level says
Sure.
you can do it. No, only for
Hold on.
Ah, okay.
I got it.
That's what's doing it.
Hold on, Corey. I'll film you coming down.
All right.
Oh, what happened? Oh, sorry. Got a little tippy here. Oh, I didn't get you. This is very steep. I'm not gonna lie. Wowzers. Oh, what was that?
So more cannons below. So to give you an idea, yeah, these are very steep stairs. Signal looks good so far, and look at this. Tammy or Jill won't have a hard time hitting their heads, but you can smell the oldness. He would. He'll have to rewatch.
We're playing Valorant?
I think we might be a little laggy.
Find out.
I'm
I think coming down on the other side. I'm going down. Look how Jesus.
Hi, Jill. I'm going to go down to the bottom, but I'm going to wait till Mom comes up to take the stream. Definitely laggy down there, so we came back up. I want to check out, there's another deck below that one, so I'm gonna go check that out when Tammy comes up. And then we'll be on our way to check out our next stop. I'm gonna go into here in the shade. Let me refresh this. Let me see if I can refresh. Yeah, that's what I was saying down there when it was lagging. Imagine the sound, right? I mean, they had to have earplugs or something. I've never heard a cannon go off, but you gotta believe. Corey, are you and family going to take the train up to Salem? No, we did Salem last night, and we have an awesome vlog coming out really soon. I'm just not sure when I'll get it done, but soon. I was thinking tomorrow night, but I'm probably going to be busy, so we may debut that one in a few days. But you'll be notified. Definitely don't miss it. 2 years ago when I was visited, you could only go down to the second. No lower because of COVID. Hey Dave, welcome. Happy Wednesdays. Take a look at the wood engravings when you exit. There's nameplates of some sort on each cannon down below, which is super cool. They took the brooms back from Salem. Jacob and I rode on the backs of the brooms while the girls rode them. The living quarters down below are claustrophobic. Yeah, I gotta see it. Neil is now a professional stream refresher after Soren. I heard. I take my hat off to Neil for trying Soren. He did wonderful in the land, though. Here comes Jacob. So when we're looking at other stops, let's see where we may stop next. Oh, did you get in the hammock? Could you get in the hammock? Oh,
This is for sick.
okay. Here, I'll give it to you if you want it. I'm just gonna go down below and check it out.
You can't bring the camera down there.
It was too much lag on the second level. It lagged.
I want to go to the bottom one though with you.
Okay. Do you want to hold this and I'll go down with Joe? I don't know if Bud wants to come too.
It was hot down there in the bottom level. What? I'm not scared. Come on, buddy. What do you want? What? Another bag? I carry a million and one bags any other time.
It's okay.
You want me to take that too? I don't know. You can go down either side. It's hot down there though. Can you take my stuff? You want me to take your stuff too? Oh, you don't have to. I already have Dad's bag, my bag, Cubby's switch, and where are you going? To the sick bay. You're going back to the bottom level? Hi. Oh, they're all going down. Again.
maybe we might just go the rest of the tour.
Huh?
The aquarium based on time. What do you think?
I don't know.
Just 3.
Well, what else do we have to get? What are the other stops?
This Faneuil Hall
Huh.
shopping area, shopping and dining.
Look at this.
Yeah, come over here and show us.
Now look at that.
My big feet could definitely slip up.
Watch
these
ahead.
steps.
Watch ahead on the 3rd level
There's
because you're gonna have to.
here to hold
When you
on.
get down to the bottom, you're gonna have to duck.
The bottom level is for short people.
Correct.
My mom,
You have to
my
duck.
mom were fine. Everyone else has to bow down, like so they don't hit their head. They have to bend over.
Look at these stairs.
To the gallows.
Don't get lost. Oh, let's go find some shade. Oh, it's hot in the sun. I don't even know if I can find any shade. Probably not. Not up here. I hear some. Woo. Lock the door. Yeah, I have the car key too. Yes, that's a steep stairway. That's for sure. You can almost go up on your hands and knees. That's definitely not for me.
Stay on the boat, though. Wanna go check out the helm?
Oof. Salem was great. We had a fun time yesterday. It just went by too fast. Everything does. Where are you off to, Neil? Going to Disney? Sure you don't want to come to the Red Sox? Ruby, we were at Providence Place a couple days ago. I'm sure that's not far from you. I know, Boston's playing the Rays. Oh, it's already almost 3? Holy moly. Yikes. Oh, here comes the crew. What did you think of the bottom level?
I love it. Imagine getting to do like a guest cruise out there for a night and like eat down
How did you like
and-
the height though? Like you had to duck.
Yeah, I had to duck the whole time.
We did. The ceilings were like super short, but me and Jill didn't have to duck at all. It
Can
was
they-
perfect for us.
If they can see this, I'm going to show them. Let's go in the shade.
I don't know. There's not really much shade. I can here. Take this. Do you want me to climb up there? I can, but it's gonna be flat.
Here, hold that and cue it up again. Hold it for me.
Are you filmed down there?
Yeah, so they can see
It's gonna
it.
be bad if I hold it for you.
I'll figure it out when I see the screen.
Don't get mad at me.
Just show me the screen. We're going to try to show you while we filmed a little bit down there.
I feel like it's better for you to hold it though, because
Alright, give me the stream man. And you guys can hold it down. That feels nice.
Jill was talking about how this was made for short people and she doesn't even have to bend down or duck. That's the sick bay right there. Nice hammocks though. Let's go.
Because of flight.
So that was sick bay. When I turn around, we're going to see the eating quarters. And what else will I say? I asked one of the Navy men down there how the hearing was of the men that had to fire the canyons, and he said the cannons. He said that they all ended up with about 10% hearing left. So if you were a cannon person, guess what? Say goodbye to your hearing.
Yeah, I said something like, this is the 3rd floor where being short has an advantage.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. I'll take my bag. So this was cool. Do we think the Ironsides part comes from the amount of iron? Yeah. Actually, if you don't mind grabbing this for a second, I'll rub my hands together. Jill could join the Navy, says Ruby.
Jill?
All right. What have you?
I know, I was showing that before.
There's a lot of the Boston buildings to see from here. Watch your last step.
Whoa, you're not
I heard da-dum dum. Hey Deanne, happy Wednesdays. Yep.
Hi.
Theo says great tour. Thank you, Theo. Oh, look, here's Jillian's little tugboat. This is Captain Jillian. We're pulling out of the harbor. That's so tiny.
It's so tiny.
I'm trying to get your cell phone up again on hold another 3 or 4 hours. What's he saying? Lynn Henneborn, hello. She says, I know it's sacrilege, but I'm a New Yorker who loves Boston. And we love you for that.
We like you.
Yeah, we like New York. We love New York.
I went there once, but I don't know if I'd ever want to go again, to be honest. It would be nice to go maybe one more time.
Hey, Rodrigo.
I don't know. I'm conflicted. Was like New York like a one and done for us? Because I feel like it was a one and done for me.
Oh, okay. You feel that way now? Yeah, Mom kind of said the same thing. Unless you're specifically, I feel like unless you're specifically going for a specific Broadway show, then I'm good with maybe not going to New York again.
Yeah.
Just for us, it's a it's a flight. It's a whole to do. We have other things to do, and time's running out.
All right, time check. It is 2:59.
So what's the other stops?
You got like
TD.
yeah, it's a TD center. which I'm sure you can't see much there. There's a sports museum there, but we're not going to do that. Let's point at the ground for a second. There's like shopping.
I'd rather shop at Trolley.
Yeah, I mean, Boston Common is cool to see, but I think we're just not going to have time for that.
Oh, park?
Yeah, just an open park area. Yeah. Stop 9 doesn't look like our stop, but it's got to be where we began. Unless 10 is not pictured, that's where we. Yeah. One thing I can point out for everybody, that trolley there is different than ours. It has multi-levels going up, so if that's something that interests you more, I think we paid about $41 or so, but we did the Go City app, so you can bundle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever. Oh, was that our trolley that just left?
It is.
Well, it's going in the other, yeah. Shoot. Well, darn.
That's fine. We'll sit and talk.
Yeah, we'll be the next.
We talk
We'll
our
be-
way. It's gonna feel like nothing.
Yeah, I'll let you talk to the stream.
Okay.
So that's about $57 a person for that higher one.
I think ours is just fine.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, let's stay in the street.
Did they take you to the Cheers bar? They do. There is a stop for that.
Hi, everyone. Girls take over.
Jill, take over.
Girls.
I might stand over there with Bud.
In the sun?
In case if enough people come, then we can't get on the next one.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go over there.
Oh, that's so cool. The anchor tattoo story. That's cool.
You've never been to the Cheers bar, have you?
I don't even know what that is.
TV show Cheers?
Never heard of it.
Sure, we don't watch it anymore.
Is that a... Oh no, it's a mustache hair that's so long. No, it's so long. I want to put this up somewhere.
Well, honey,
This is heavy.
is there anywhere to sit over here? Probably
I'm
not,
thirsty.
right?
I could put it up on this.
What's that?
I don't know. Oh, he's over there with his bright teal shirt. I don't want to put this in the sun. I guess it'll be fine.
Come on, you go. You talk.
No, we like the girls. Come on.
I'm trying to relax. Oh, they want to see the Cheers bar.
All right.
We'll try, Dennis. I'm not really sure what we have for time.
It does.
All the stops. And we still got to do the aquarium, right? That want to do the aquarium.
That bus is going fast.
Huh?
That bus was zooming.
Where?
Did you shop at mall? We shopped at Providence Place.
Yes, at Providence Place.
That was super fun.
You guys like that mall?
That
huh?
was huge.
That's a huge mall, huh?
That was massive. That was a huge mall. That's what I was saying.
And we went to eat at Cheesecake Factory.
It was delicious.
Best cheesecake you've had?
Yeah. I got the, what was it, mango key lime cheesecake. It was delicious.
They have a lot of flavors of cheesecake.
But you know me, I like my fruits and stuff. My tropical.
There's an IMAX theater there too. It's pretty cool.
We went there once.
Yeah, we didn't have time for that though.
We saw Ant-Man.
When you were small? Was that IMAX?
Yeah. It was huge. That was the biggest screen I ever did see.
Ruby said it's her favorite place to eat. You like the atmosphere too, right?
It was cool, yeah.
And I like the bread. The brown bread.
It was good.
Whatever that is.
So windy.
It's a great hair day today.
It's in Dre. I'm like, girl,
It's warm though. It's warm today.
it is warm.
It's like mid-80s, I think.
I'm hungry too.
We gotta find something to eat before the game. Bless you.
It's so bright out. That's not our bus.
That's not us. That's a double decker.
Not necessarily a double decker. It just goes out.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. You see? To the other bus. It's so windy.
Yeah, and Ruby said it's a sea breeze. It's not like 20 minutes before the next one, because it's already 3. How come you can see us in this one? But they're not? Is that delayed? Oh, it's about behind. That's why. I gotcha.
Did you go to the cemetery? What cemetery? Because we went to one yesterday.
Cemetery.
There's a lot of cemeteries.
Yeah, we have to go to one on Thursday to go see my dad.
Have you hold that?
Hold this?
Isn't that near Billy Boys? Or Old Boys?
No, that's where Uncle Paul is.
Oh.
It's near Billy Boy. My dad's over on Rockdale.
Okay.
Beauty.
Hello. Why did you turn it so sideways?
I did?
Well, looking at this.
Oh.
Also,
the board, honey. It's on the board.
why is that so sideways?
Nothing yet.
That's the way it always is.
It's weird.
I need to see it while I'm walking.
So what's the next stops? Are we gonna stop at any of them?
No, I don't know. Jacob and I were talking about it. Like, it'd be nice to be outside of Fenway, like, I don't know, 6:15 latest. So we have to get to the subway by
We
like
have to eat,
5:45. And we have to eat. And right now it's,
And the subway's gonna be like a half hour.
right now it's 3:10. So think about it. I want to make sure we have at least 45 minutes or so at the aquarium. That's the thing.
I miss Salem. We went to Salem yesterday.
Yeah.
There's a lot of famous people buried everywhere. Bus nowhere in sight. Neil did do a great job yesterday.
I know, then Neil take over. I think he has fun with it. He needs his own channel. You need to get him started.
I'm really tired.
Huh? What should his channel's name be?
Neil Talks. Neil Talks Disney. I'm so thirsty, I'm about to drink the hand sanitizer.
No, you are not. I know, I should have bought some drink.
That was a joke.
No, that's not funny.
I'm that thirsty. That's not funny. It was a joke. You're such a snowflake.
See, this would be a good beach day with a breeze.
This would be a good beach day. That's what I told Neil yesterday. He didn't leave his own channel. No, never. Easy, never.
Huh?
Hi, Sonic. Oh, Sonic Crew's new name, Sonic Manager.
Oh, okay.
I assume that's Sonic Crew. I do want to get another smoothie, but that's not for far ways.
No, it's not near us.
There is one near us, a couple streets over, off of Nani's place.
Smoothie? Oh, over on Kings Highway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean now.
Hi, Anthony.
Dad's standing there with his hands on his hip. Look at him. Like,
Oh my
where's
God,
this
yes.
trolley?
Yes, it's me. I got promoted to manager. Oh, that's so cool. Congratulations. It's the city of Boston's third oldest cemetery. We went to the second oldest cemetery
It was
in Salem.
16. What was it?
It was 16.
I've seen something.
It was 16 something.
It was old.
Ancient.
Was it 1692?
No, because the third oldest is 1616. Was oh, I wonder where you're from. Well, good night, Sarah. Boston or Hawaii, which favorite?
Hawaii all the way. No question. Come on, you really thinking about that?
Hawaii. That was fun. There's a lot of different things that I like about each place, though. Like, I love Salem. Salem was amazing. I think I had the best time out of all of us. She was bored.
Just on the tour.
But that's not the tour for it, Mom.
I know, but
You
I
can't get upset.
I want to go to the houses. I want to see what's in there.
You don't have that ability. You would have to use me for
I
that.
still want to go inside. See what it looks like.
Then you should have taken the ghost tour. We went, yeah. Isn't it Allison, the girl that hosted the party? No, the love interest, not love interest. We saw the adult party building. That was the town hall. Well, the first town hall. Where I forgot what her name was. The main witch. Winnie. Right? Yeah, Winnie. Enchanted everyone with her voice. Bewitched, if you would. Really tired. That one is horrible. It feels nice.
It feels nice, yes.
I'm sure it sounds awful, but it feels nice.
Yeah, it might be rough on them.
We saw the Bewitched statue.
Yes, we did.
That was very cool. Yeah, Winifred. Winnie. It was very fun. Beautiful day in Boston. No, we didn't go into any houses, but we talked a lot about them. We learned a lot about each house we stopped at.
Not complaining of the trip where we missed.
Like on a different car. And oh, the bus is coming.
Got it? Yeah, the battery, baby. Come on, we gotta go.
Okay. The bus is coming, y'all. Oh no.
What's the little phone? They're not gonna fit.
Okay.
There's another trolley that just left one. Will you be here
Yep.
shortly?
Sure.
Put a radio in.
We're not gonna fit.
There might not be room, Maverick. Three? Okay, we got two in the middle. We got one here. We got four. I think we're pushing. How many we got back there? Can you see? We got 3, 2.
Is no one getting off here?
Apparently not.
6.
How many can you fit?
4 or 6.
Yeah, we got two. We're kind of close to the.
I'll go to the back. Whew, we made it.
Here before anyone else. So just stay on both sides.
Yeah.
Does mom know?
I mean, you can text her again. Oh, we did learn about the witch trials, and wait till you all hear the ending that I will explain at the end of the video. It might blow your mind. We did see one house from Hocus Pocus,
Hello, folks.
and that's in the vlog, and there's a ghost story to go along with it.
We just sent another trolley over here. So he said it should be like less than 10 minutes. Thanks. Yeah, without the Navy, folks, we would have never become or stayed a real country because you got to protect your shores and your foreign trade routes. And And out of the Navy came the Marines. A lot of history here. At the World War II Destroyer Free Museum. If you're in town tomorrow and you want to come out here, but you're not on the trolley,
Squeezing
right
those
near the
buses.
Aquarium,
Yeah, so you
stop.
might not. There's a tip.
There's a ferry boat. It's only $3.
You may not make the next trolley, so be cognizant of that.
Says you big walk.
No.
They used to build ships here. It was an active naval yard up until 1972. And then Richard Nixon shut it down because Massachusetts was the only state that didn't vote for him. Very vindictive president. You think we don't see that? This is another view of the Constitution. You know the 33 engagements that this was involved in? A lot of them weren't battles. It was just them firing a warning shot because the cannons were so loud the other vessels would take off. Very intimidating. They took it out on Monday, 4th of July, 21 cannon salute. They also took it out on Memorial Day for Vietnam veterans. And they take it out a few times a year to swear in officers, and they recently swore in the first female admiral. Yeah. These people who own these condos here, they had a rude awakening. Every morning at 7 a.m. they fire up cannons. They tried to get the Navy to stop doing that. The Navy told them to get lost. The Constitution's been there since the 1790s. These buildings are like 20 years old. It's purification for you. Next stop, number 5, the Tiki Garden. Now, for the rest of this tour, until we go back to the stop 1 at the beginning there, pretty much everything is really close. This is the furthest stop on the tour. So once you get past the line, pretty much you can walk everywhere. It's just the streets are so weird that they don't make any sense. That's why you gotta bring them out. When I lived in New York City, I used to work in an office, and people would come back on Monday and say they went to Boston over the weekend. They'd say they had a lousy time. Every time I asked them why, they said because they got lost. But I didn't take it to it. I didn't bring a map with them. You could cover a lot of ground in one day here. But, you know, there's Boston. When I say Boston's small and walkable, I'm talking about the tour. There's other parts of Boston that you probably would never go to, like Dorchester and Southie and Roxbury. A lot of neighborhoods. And if you add them all up, it's a pretty good size city. It's about 49 square miles. And it's also 40 miles of water, so it's kind of hard to drive. And the population is just under 680,000. And students at the universities, colleges, don't really. Just so you know, folks, I looked at the internet the other day, their website, so that it's under renovation and the museum's under renovation, so don't mock up. Now, 145 years before that battle, the first governor, John Winthrop, built a home right in the middle of that park. You can see the stone sticking up. That was the foundation of the house. 1630. Came here with about 700 other English people. And they came for 3 reasons. One was the company, the money-making operation. The only people who were allowed to come at first had to agree the Church of England looked too much like Rome. That's why they called them Puritans. They were trying to purify Roman element out of Christianity. And then the third reason was education. They wanted to build schools for their kids. First school was Boston Latin. That was for kids. It was the first public school. 1635. 3 years later, they named it College Harvard. John Harvard was part of the group. Came over here. He was a preacher. And Harvard was a divinity school for young men. Nowadays, you got Harvard, MIT, BU, BC, Northeastern. Tons of good smaller schools. Like if you took a map of this here, you see the green patch there? If you drew a 30-mile radius around it, you'd have over 70 major colleges and universities. And then if you add up the smaller schools, then you're looking at like 170 schools. There's a lot of schools, a lot of research facilities too. Over here they got even like Bunker Hill Community College is pretty. A lot of politicians go there. That's where they shot Good Will Hunting. They shot the town here, the one with Ben Affleck about the bank robberies. If you ever see that movie, there's a true statement at the beginning of the movie. These words come up on the screen. It says that Charlestown, Massachusetts has produced more bank robbers than any other neighborhood in the world per capita citizen. There was a culture of bank robbery here in the 70s and 80s. You can't get away with that now. One, there was a huge crackdown on organized crime in the 90s. Also, you have all the high-tech security now. You can't get away with Nowadays, Charlestown's one of the extra variables. And you're gonna see the Paul Revere Park down on the right. This is where Revere got off his boat and ran into his horse. It's now a dog park. Great way down there, Paul Revere. Your dog pooped in his car. That guy was fired on all cylinders. Paul Revere. He was gold, silver, copper, Peterson. He was the greatest fantastic player. What's that nowadays? Here's that TV here you get on the right. Stands for Trolley. Canadian Bank used to be called the Center. And next week, this is Rapid 7 there. That's where the old Boston guy used to be. Tore that down, and now there's a hotel, condos, and big food. Yeah, they had to tear down the old garden. Real dope. There's no air conditioning in the old garden. That's where the Lakers lost so many games there. Couldn't breathe. Go on YouTube, type in Celtics Lakers 80s rivalry. You'll see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar the bench with an oxygen mask in his face. They're so hot. And sometimes the Bruins and Celtics seasons and the playoffs, they would overlap. And the Bruins would play in the afternoon, and the Celtics would play at night. And they didn't have time to get rid of the ice, so they put that parquet wooden floor over the ice, and it would melt. You know, kind of little cracks in the floor. Big puddles in the parquet. And it was heavily damaged because of that. You could stick a roll of quarters in the cracks in the old parquet. And it was a really hard place to watch a game because it was built for boxing. So when you were watching the Celtics or Bruins on one end of the stadium, you couldn't see everything going on the other side. A lot of low-hanging balconies. But nowadays, the TD Garden's a world-class arena. Great place to see a concert. We got Stop 5 coming up for the TD Garden. It's also close to the Museum of Science and North Station, where you can take the train to go to Salem, check out the Witch Museums. This is going to be stop number 5. Anybody for stop number 5? Okay, from Crystal. The statue of Bobby Orr. This is stop number 5. If you want to come back to us, you have another, thank you. You have another hour to come back to us, just, you know. Have a good day. Watch your steps going down there. You get up at 8. One Beacon, is that the hotel? Parking, yeah, it's the top of the hill, right? Yeah.
Movies.
What's that?
Town.
Man, there's a nice view of the Zanka Bridge over to the right there. It's become a huge icon. A lot of the movies shot here, they sent the Yakuza helicopter flyover establishment in Boston. Usually they use drones now. That's the widest in North America, the widest campus day. The widest in the North American continent is in Vancouver, Canada. You can hold a lot of weight with very little material.
There's a nice street shot.
So this right here, this used to be the darkest, dingiest part of town. It used to be a huge highway over our heads for 50 years, no sunlight. Air quality was horrible. You had 6 lanes of traffic down here, bumper to bumper all day, every day, even Sundays. And then you had the 6 lanes above on the highway. Like a parking lot.
It was horrible.
The air quality was horrible. You couldn't hear anything because everyone was honking their horns, so the sound would echo through the city.
Now they built that one.
Now it's all open. You can see the sunlight. You can breathe. It's much different now.
Did you ever go to a game?
You know, all the cars just would stick to the building, so it was very dingy.
I don't think I did.
2003 was a big year for this city. Took down that highway. Lots of people's spirits. Alright, I hate to say this because I sound like the biggest jerk in the world, but if this conversation for the whole time, then I kind of check out. So we got stop number 6 coming up. That's a good place. I want to grab something to eat. Quincy Market, Faneuil Hall. Freedom Trail's coming up. Let me point that out throughout the tour. You see up ahead there with the arrows, it says Quincy? That was the toughest part of building the highway here. And most of where the tunnel is where the harbor used to be. So they found thousands of leaks there. Leaks are under control. Big thing fully operational. You can see they're taking down the garage up ahead there. That's for 50 years. They're going to replace it with a luxury apartment building, condominiums. You can see it's a huge financial organization, institution. They control over $3 trillion right here. And that building was supposed to be done by now, but COVID shut down the construction sites for almost 2 years. And when they build new buildings, they want to build more like that. You can see the white courthouse, a nice classical look to it, but this ugly cement that you see from the early 70s. That style's called brutalist. You see that across the country. You see that down in DC. You see it parts of Toronto too. Very cheap, very quick. And because of that, now that they're dismantling it, they got to be super careful. Because, you know, the codes nowadays are way more strict than they were back then. So they got to take their time holding the collapse. We're going to go into the safe part. We're not going to go anywhere near that part. That courthouse on the right, the big white one there, that's used on television shows. And, the practice, the field, Boston Legal. The shows are shot in LA instead of Boston. Cheers. And that's named after Edward Burke, the first African-American senator from Massachusetts. Also Barbara Walters' secret boyfriend. About her in a whole book. There's the white steeple of the Old Park Church in distance. Alright, so this area we're coming into, if you ever notice, you don't have to look at it now, but if you ever look at your map, the stop 6 coming up is really close to stop 1. They're just about 5-6 blocks away from each other. So for the rest of the tour, everything is fairly close. If you know the shortcuts, it's a great walking center. The problem is when you drive, there's a lot of one-way streets.
Well, you have to say
I remember when they were doing the dig, Google Maps could not catch up with the construction, so everything would change overnight. And one day I was given a tour down the street, and I didn't know, but the day earlier they made it a one-way street, and I was going down the wrong way. And people would always say this is a ridiculous town to drive in because the maps weren't accurate.
It's hard. The streets are all like this. It's not like New York, which is straight lines.
There's the Boston Public Market up ahead to the left. That's pretty good if you want to get something to eat. That's like local grown stuff, like sustainable, organic. They got a really nice pastrami. The Blackstone block coming up on the left is the oldest commercial block in town. You'll see the Bell and Hand Tavern, one of the oldest taverns in the country. And next to it is the Union Oyster House, America's oldest run restaurant. Never closed down since the 1820s. Very rustic old seafood restaurant. That's a landmark right there. They're gonna close that down. They put it in the front page of the Globe. They said we're closing after, since being open in the 1820s. And then people read the article and they all started showing up again. And now it's been open since. A lot of these new places, like the chain restaurants, are running the old restaurants out of town. See the 6 glass chambers on the left? That's the Holocaust Memorial. They represent concentration camps in Europe during World War II. And this Blackstone block, it's very busy at night. A lot of places, a lot of restaurants. I'm sure the Red Sox will be playing tonight. People are watching the game down here. It's the only game in town right now, Red Sox. They shot a movie down here last year with Will Ferrell. It's a remake of the Christmas Carol. And they shot it on the other side of this block. It looks like old Victorian England. And then you got the Faneuil Hall Marketplace coming up on the left. The second floor, the red brick, is Faneuil Hall. And that's where this guy in the statue, Samuel Adams, organized the revolution. He was the brains of the operation. He was the rabble-rouser, cousin of John Adams, second president. Behind that building, Quincy Market, that big food court. Very popular. A lot of food, a lot of history, a lot of shopping, a lot of souvenirs. And we're coming into stop number 6. Here's the old State House up ahead, the balcony. That's where the royal governor worked before the revolution. Opened in 1713. That's open to the public. You go and walk right through it. And the Boston Massacre happened right up front here. First bloodshed of the revolution, led to the Tea Party. Stop number 6. Anybody? Stop 6?
First blood.
All right, you still have like another 55
First
minutes
bloodshed right here.
This is stop 6. Last pickup 4:30.
First bloodshed here. Boston Massacre.
Go slow. Take your time.
Oh. I'm gonna stay right here.
Jump.
Actually, you can probably hear him better though over there.
Alright.
Well, you can hold on to that ticket. This is stop 6. Next stop 7 will be for cheers. Go ahead. Take it easy. Hey, appreciate it, man. Take it easy. Watch your step. Have a good day. Enjoy the city. Hello. How you doing? Got some seats in the back there.
No, Clara, no, we're not going to stop until we get to the end because we paid
Stop
to
6. Next
go
stop will be for
into
Cheers,
the...
Chinatown, Theater District. Public Garden, Boston Commons, all coming up.
I feel like we saw most of the important things. We have to
Yeah, you guys heard of the Tea Party, right?
save time to go to
Boston Tea
the
Party?
New England Aquarium.
All right, you're right. This street just kind of goes nowhere. That's why it makes it feel bigger than it is. It's just a weird layout. It's the old tea kettle from the 1870s with Starbucks. Back in the day when Boston was a port town, a lot of people didn't speak English. They were coming in from all over the world, so you'd hang something out in front of the building that you sold inside. So that was the tea company. Another shop would have a boot hanging outside. And you guys see the first graveyard coming up on the left. It's called King's Chapel Burial Ground. That's where the first settlers are buried. The first governor, John Withrup's in here.
Ooh,
Graveyards are
cemetery.
open till 5. The Freedom Shell brings you right inside. Yeah, whenever people talk about these guys, they always mention the witch trials like it's the only thing they ever did. They created an enormous economy, and that led to the revolution. And the revolution led to us, the United States, being the most technologically advanced nation in the history of the world. You can also thank the Navy for that. They did their job, you know, they set a huge economy. And they set the civil society of medicine, education, eventually their descendants, literature, architecture, artwork, led to a renaissance in the 1870s. There's the Parker House on the left. This is where Boston cream pie was first made. Parker House rolls. America's
Wow.
oldest run hotel. Never closed down since 1855. Coming up on the left, the Beantown Pub. The only pub in the world you can drink a cold Sam Adams and look right across the street at a cold Sam Adams. First Parker right there.
Sam Adams is buried right
Probably too
there.
soon.
Sam Adams.
Next to him, the 5 victims of the massacre. 5 people shot by the Redcoats in a drunken labor riot. And Paul Revere's in here with his father, Paul Revere Sr., his 2 wives, his first and second wife, and 16 kids. Ben Franklin's family's in the middle there. He's buried in Philadelphia. He was born here. You see that big white one in the back left with the face on it? John Hancock. He was the richest guy in New England during the Revolution, financed the war against the British Army, and then he became first non-royal governor. The fact that he hung out with Sam Adams and Paul Revere was very rare back then, because it was supposed to be like socially taboo to mix the classes. I'm pretty sure they didn't want the classes getting together because they could divide and conquer them. And if they couldn't, then they would start a revolution. Now, Paul Revere was a very rare example. He was born poor and died wealthy. That was not very common back then. Sam Adams was born rich, and then he fell to middle class. And John Hancock was born middle class, but his uncle died and left him his fortune. So they all kind of knew how each other lived at one time in their lives. And they had that camaraderie which brought the city together. And that's when the Tea Party came in. It was the first time men of all different walks of life came together as one, organized. Now this big park on the right, this Boston Common, is America's oldest public park. And that's the beginning of the Freedom Trail right there, the official beginning, that information center there. That'll take you all the way out to the battleship, Charlestown. Now when they first got here in 1630, the Common was pretty much it. It was the big chunk of dry land, about 50 acres, surrounded by mostly water and little patches of dry land. They had to drain everything out, connect all the land. Back then, there were 3 big hills here. That's why this is called Tremont Street, 3 mountains. They knocked down 2 of them, and that's where they got the dirt to flood downtown Boston. There's only 1 hill remaining that's vacant, and you're going to see that later. And underneath the sidewalk on the right runs America's first subway system. Opened in the 1890s. Call it the Green Line nowadays. Brings you to Fenway Park. Drops right there. That's for 1 a.m. Last time I checked, it's $2.90 for a single fare. The first subway system in the world was London, but it ran on coal. This is an electric railway. Way better for public health. Not breathing all that coal dust.
I know, huh? Wow. It is, isn't it? Let's get a movie.
And coming up on the left is the edge of Chinatown.
Yeah.
It's the 4th largest Chinatown in the United States. Anybody know the biggest? Oh, that's 3rd. San Francisco, number 1, biggest one. And then Honolulu, and then New York, and then Boston. It's been Chinatown since the 1880s. It's also the theater district over here to the right. The Majestic belongs to Emerson College. And you see that Wilbur Theater? It says a girl named Tom. That's the Wilbur. And the Wilbur Theater was the first theater Chris Rock played the day after he got slapped by Will Smith at the Oscars. So how was your weekend? That's probably the best thing for a stand-up career. Is he sold out all his shows, and ticket prices went up. Alright, so far we've only seen the original old downtown Boston. And now straight ahead, this next block here, this is the beginning of the Back Bay. The Back Bay is where the streets make sense. It was all filled in the 1800s, so they knew what they were doing. They created an alphabetical grid, so it's much easier to find your way around. This street used to be the shoreline of the Charles River. The Back Bay used to be the river. Everything on the left is landfill. Took 40 years to fill it in. 1850s to 1890s. That's where the Irish came in. They were the big labor force. They took the town politically after gaining their voting right, and then they got their civil rights and their labor rights. And they paved the way for other immigration groups to get their rights. So that's why St. Patrick's Day is a city hall. Everyone's Irish in this country. So there's a lot of nice shops and restaurants in the back. A lot of beautiful Victorian architecture. You got Gotham Square, the Trinity Church, and the public library, which is beautiful. It's called the Vatican of Boston. It's a museum. And you got the finish line of the Boston Marathon. Copley is Prudential Center, and that's the big shopping mall, the observatory. Over to the left, you see that Flatiron building right there? That's the Park Plaza Hotel. That opened in the 1920s as the biggest hotel in the world. With radio in every room. And nowadays, that would be dwarfed by a Vegas hotel, but it's pretty big in the time. A lot of foreign dignitaries stay there. The president used to stay there when he's in town because it makes up the whole block, so it's easier for security. Now they usually stay at the Westin Hotel, which is the same thing. It's huge. Makes up the whole block.
The Westin.
Yeah.
And if you're going to hang out in the Back Bay, just remember the two streets where most people spend time. The big boulevard coming up here is Boylston Street. That's where you'll find all that stuff I just listed. And then the next street over is Newberry. That's like the fancy Rodeo Drive Street. All the designer shops, restaurants, a lot of good places to eat. This is going to be stop number 7. I'll show you how to get the cheers if you want to go over there. Grab some. Oh, number 7. Then you went for stop 7. Hello, we have some seats in the back. Two together back there. There's stop 7. If you need a map, we have them up here. Yeah, if there's a handful of things to do while you're in town, walk through the public garden on the left here. This is the prettiest part of town. It's where people get their wedding pictures taken. It's nice and breezy in there. You get the swan boat rides.
Yeah, there's swan boats in there, Jill. If you
America's
look
oldest
at the water
public
down there, big swan
Very
boats.
relaxing place. When you walk through it, it's like you're walking through a painting. Beautiful painting. Swan boats run for $5. They've been around since the 1870s. They're cheap. I think they're like $3.50, $4 with it. They shoot movies in there. They shot Ted in there, the one with the teddy bear, the Mark Wahlberg movie. They also shot parts of Good Will Hunting, Robin Williams, Matt Damon. And if you look down to your left, you're going to see the Make Way for Duckling statues, the children's story. There's always people taking pictures of them. You can see the big shiny one down there, Mother Mallard. And then the little ducklings behind her there. Jack, cack, lack, back, knack, whack, back, and quack.
I couldn't see him.
Children's stories written by Robert McCluskey. He used to live in this neighborhood here. That's the village of Beacon Hill. Straight ahead, it's called Antique Row. A lot of antique shops.
That old building
Cafe,
right there.
restaurants. This is the most prestigious neighborhood in town. Boston started as an English town, and then it became a Yankee town, English-American. Yeah. And then the richest Yankees were the Brahmin. This is their neighborhood. Brahmin comes from the East India caste system, the high enlightened souls. Yankee is Dutch. It comes from the words Jankreis, which is John cheese. Dutch traders made cheese. They used to trade it like money. It was like a bartering tool. Most of the guys' names were Jan, John. So when an Englishman or a Frenchman would see a Dutchman, they'd say Jankreis, John cheese. Then it meant Northerner, and then World War II it meant American. And then you have the overpaid baseball team. And if you look down to your left past that school bus, you'll see a white awning, and that is Cheers, the TV show. It's a very casual restaurant.
Looks nothing like it inside, though. Like the TV show.
Yeah, these old mansions are mostly
Yeah,
subdivided condominiums. Very Victorian, Georgian, Federalist. It's all protected landmark. A lot of the postcards of Boston are shot right here.
The park.
Yeah, we got stop number 8 coming up. It's the closest we get to those graveyards. And it's the closest we come to the beginning of the Freedom Trail. And then we'll go on to the Tea Party, and then we'll go back to 1.
David. Sit for stop.
Nope, this is a red light. I'm going to pull up a little bit further there. Yeah, if you like taking pictures, it's a nice neighborhood to explore. Some of the nicest mansions in New England.
Hey, Anthony. We're going to the Sox game, and then we're going back to New Bedford. Beautiful weather, Anthony, today. perfect weather today.
And I think someone asked about one beacon. This is the closest we're going to get to them.
Here comes one of the duck boats.
So this is stop number 8. If you want the graveyard, just go to the next street, straight ahead, take a right, and then the first left. Watch this curb, it's very high. It's like the highest curb.
Ooh, look at this. Look at the dome to the Capitol
Stop
building.
number 8. Watch your step going down. Take care. Have a nice day. Watch your step. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Have a wonderful day. Take care, folks. Watch your step. Nice day, guys. Take care. All right, next stop, Tea Party. The Tea Party is closed on Wednesdays, but tomorrow it's open. I'm going to go by it. We're going to talk about it when we go by the Tea Party show. This on the left is the Massachusetts State House. This is where the governor works. It's where the Senate and the House
See that,
meet.
huh?
A guy named Charles Bullfinch was the architect. Paul Revere and Sam Adams laid the cornerstone, and it opened in 1797. It's a great building. The guy Bullfinch, who designed it, he did a lot of work down in D.C., the nation's capital. That's real gold up there. It covers a copper dome by Paul Revere. It's 23.5 karat gold leaf, very thin sheets of gold, about 13 pounds spread over the copper. And worth probably about $1 million, or $500,000. And you see the statue of the guy in the robe? He was a senator named Horace Mann. He's considered the father of the American public school system. And there's a great movie about the American Civil War. It was called Glory. Denzel Washington won the Oscar for it. Matthew Broderick played the man on the horse to the right. Denzel. Morgan Freeman was in it. Great movie. The first all-black volunteers to fight for the North during the Civil War, the 54th. You know, this is the neighborhood where abolition started. All throughout this neighborhood is the Underground Railroad and the Black Heritage Trail. There's another Civil War guy on the left, General Joseph Hooker. He hated Abraham Lincoln, but he resigned under Lincoln. I don't know why he's here. It's on the wrong side of history right there. Here's Mary Dyer on the left, hanged for being a Quaker. It's against the law to be a Quaker in the 1600s.
She was
It was a
hanged.
symbol of religious freedom and
She was
women's
hanged.
rights.
How many times are you going to say that?
The Puritans didn't
Sure.
like Quakers because they didn't believe in all that fire and brimstone of the Old Testament. They were harder to control. They were more free spirits. Kind of threatened the social order. They had a lot of crazy laws and rules, the Puritans. They outlawed, they made theater illegal. They made dancing illegal. They didn't let their daughters have dolls because they were afraid they'd have an emotional connection to the doll. And they did, for the same reason, they didn't name their pets and their animals. And they made celebrating Christmas illegal. Outlawed the celebration of Christmas. Here is the Parker House on the right. 3 famous people worked there. Malcolm X worked there as a busboy. His name was Detroit Red. That was his nickname. He lived in Roxbury. Also, the TV chef Emerald. And Ho Chi Minh was a pastry chef's assistant there in 1912. Here's Ben Franklin, born in Boston. Invented the lightning rod, the bifocals, and the wet t-shirt contest. Here's Old City Hall. This is where it used to be back in the 60s. There's the donkey, the Democratic symbol. Later on, you're going to probably see Quincy Market. That's named after this guy, Josiah Quincy, our second mayor, cousin to John Quincy Adams. And you ever hear the term Ponzi scheme? That was Charles Ponzi. His office was the second floor of this building right here. 1920s. And if you look to the right, you're going to see a statue of a woman on her knees, cursing the heavens. That statue is entitled, "Why, oh why did we lose Tom Brady?" It's The Irish, the Great Famine, the other family, those that came to Boston. See that red brick building on the right there? That's the Old South Meeting House. It's where the Boston Tea Party started as a town meeting. The men left that building, they dressed as Mohawk Indians, they threw all the tea in the harbor. That's where we're heading next, down the tea party. And this is the financial district. It's the second busiest in the country after Wall Street, New York. And they judge that not by foot traffic, but by transactions per day. They shoot movies in this neighborhood. They make it look like New York City. They use wide-angle lenses. It's easy to shoot here in the weekends because it's pretty dead. It's kind of a ghost town. There's not a whole lot of people walking around. And I was watching a movie the other night. It's called Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds. And that's where he worked on the right. That was the bank. It's really an old post office.
Look at that.
They used that in the Black Panther movie. They used that in the female Ghostbusters movie. And in those movies, you'll see this monument here to George Angel, great man. He was a veterinarian. He was the benefactor of Angel Memorial Animal Hospital. He gave his money to the hospital under the condition that they treat all animals free of charge. And that lasted for years, but after a while the money ran out. But before he died, he helped create the MSPCA, that's the Animal Rights Protection Group in Massachusetts, and that later led to the National ASPCA. So if you go to Angel Memorial, it won't be free, but it'll be like half price you'd pay somewhere else. And if you look straight ahead there, you're going to see that big piece of green steel sticking out of the ground there. That's a piece of the old highway they kept as a landmark. It stood there for 50 years. They painted over the rust. It's to remind people there used to be a massive highway here. It's all gone. It's underneath us now. Totally blocked the downtown buildings to the harbor. From the harbor. You can see South Station over to the left. You can see the building with the clock and the eagle. That's where you get the trains and buses that go to New York City. And you can pick up a red line local public train that goes to Harvard. There's a big food court in there. There's also a Silver Line bus that goes to the airport. There it is right there. It's the Silver Line. It goes under the harbor to the airport. That was a big part of the highway system, is connecting the two highways so you don't have to go through downtown traffic to get to the airport. It saves a lot of time. So we're going to go by the Tea Party in just a little bit. We're going to talk about it. But this, if you're in town tomorrow and you're on the trolley trip, we've got a 2-day pass. This is where we drop you on our City View stop here. And you just walk around the corner. Just go up to the next light, take a left. It's also for the Seaport District, and we're very close to Chinatown. This is stop number 9, isn't it? Stop 9. Next stop will be 1. That's a good stop. That's where most people hang out. Right now we're coming up on 4 o'clock. Let's pick out 4:30. Does anybody have tickets? All right, thank you very much. Next stop is number 1. See the big silver building on the left here? This is where new money comes from. It's the first Federal Reserve Bank in the country. Okay. Watch your step going down. Yeah, that's the first Federal Reserve on the left there. Every dollar bill has a letter next to George Washington. This is the letter K, that's Dallas. So it's a letter A, it came from here. Then the B is New York. C is Philadelphia. The last letter is L, San Francisco. It's also where they destroy old cash. So they burn and shred money. So there's not too much of it in circulation. Won't devalue. And it also helps to prevent counterfeiting. There's the Seaport District straight ahead. That's a whole new side of town. Restaurants, shopping, big convention center, a lot of housing, a lot of good places to eat over there in the Seaport. That's technically Southie or South Boston, but they call it the Seaport because it sounds better for real estate value. And growing up, there was nothing over there. It was just all empty space. It was like no man's land, industrial wasteland. And now it's like this super swanky neighborhood. That's what happens when you build a bigger highway. You get a bigger city. A lot more corporations moving in. GE just moved in. State Street expanded over there. John Hancock Insurance, Manulife. City's growing. Every time I drive through that neighborhood, there's another building breaking ground. And you'll see the Tea Party ships up ahead to the right. We got 2 replicas. Originally there were 3. The Eleanor, Dartmouth, and Beaver were destroyed by weather over the years. It's an interactive exhibit. The guy dresses up as Sam Adams, gives a big speech, marches people down to the ships. They throw the tea in the harbor. It's open tomorrow through Monday. King George found out about the tea in 1774, and he shut down Boston. He closed down the shipping ports, starved everybody, made a lot of enemies. New York and Philadelphia had their own tea parties. It was just a matter of time before the war started. So our next stop, number 1. Now it's 4:02 right now, so the last harbor cruise just went out. But you can hold on to your ticket, and you can use it tomorrow to get a half-price harbor cruise. You don't have to do it tomorrow. You can do it next week. You can do it next year. You just hold on to your ticket. It's a good deal. Half-price harbor cruise. It's about an hour long.
Oh, we should hold on to ours.
And you should check it out because, you know, the reason why we're here and the reason why there's a city here is because of that harbor. It all revolves around the harbor, all the economy. When the first settlers came here, they noticed that no one had harvested the harbor. There was fish jumping out everywhere. They made a fortune. And they came here and they were finding oysters the size of footballs because no one picked them. They're like 300 years old. That's how they survived their winters. It was the salting the oysters. And lobsters used to wash right up in the beaches. They wouldn't even have to catch them. They just come in with the tide.
Wow.
And lobster was considered peasant food back then. They used to feed prisoners lobsters. You're lucky to get one for less than $40. Although there is a lobster special on State Street at the Black Rose pub. I walked by there yesterday. It's at $24.99, which is really good because lobster meat price just went up really high. I went inside and asked if it came with it, and it said fries and coleslaw. So that's a pretty good deal. $25 for a lobster, $1.25. Let's pick it up. This is James Hook. They're known for their lobster rolls. They just went up $12 in price. And you see that red brick building across the way to the right? That's a federal courthouse. That's where they convicted those actresses from the college admission scandal. That's where they convicted the marathon bomber, the shoe bomber, gangster Whitey Boat. Here's the Trillium Beer Garden on the left. You like craft beer? And you got the Rose Wharf Rotunda to the right. That's where the controlling owner of the Red Sox lives, John Henry. West Kennedy Greenway on the left, named after JFK's mother. Some artwork on display here. See how weird looking thing? It's like Doctor Who. I don't know why it's designed like that. I looked it up on the internet. Didn't really say anything about the design. But the steam coming out is supposed to be the steam coming off the harbor. In the fog. Mist. I guess they say mist. We're going to be coming into stop number 1 shortly. New England Aquarium should still be open. It's only 4:05. You got Quincy Market, Faneuil Hall really close. And if you want to take a whale watch, you can go where the harbor cruises take off from. They usually leave at 10 o'clock in the morning. That's a good thing to do if it gets really hot, because when you go way out, it's nice and cool out there.
I want to make sure we're like on the TV. Get there for 5:30. 6:37. It's 4 right now.
Alright, so if you want to find Quincy Market and Faneuil Hall, not the next light up ahead, but the light after that, take a left through the park and it'll bring you to Quincy Market. So this is going to be stop number 1. Anyone for stop number 1?
That's us.
I'm going to drop it right here. Hope you like the tour. Be good to your driver. It is a good tour. It's very articulate, a lot of information.
Be good.
Good evening. Take care. Watch your step. If you want to continue on the next door, just go straight ahead.
All right. So there's different trolley tours. This one's City View Trolley Tours. Did you enjoy it?
That guy was great.
He was good. Wasn't he? He was like riding around with your buddy or your buddy's buddy. Just driving you around the city. The aquarium for a little bit. So we did the Go City app. And you can add on attractions for a discounted price. So we felt like the aquarium might have been the best thing as a paid attraction. So we're going to go in here for just a little bit because, as most of you know, we have a Red Sox game. So it's going to take about 35 minutes for us to get over to Fenway Park. Game starts at 7:15 and we have to make sure we eat. So thinking maybe 35, 40 minutes in here. See what we can see. We'll see if the signal's good. If it's good, we'll stay live. If it's not, then we will have to end the stream. Let's go. It's a double-decker bus like London. Yeah, right after this, we're eating.
Oh, it smells like fried dough.
It smells like clam cakes. It is, you're right.
I hope there's some water in there.
I would think.
I want to see some jellyfish. Look at us.
Oh, look at that. I gotta get video of that.
Entry time. 4:20.
I look like I'm dragging him around.
Yeah.
Entry time. We don't have an entry time. What is this? Okay, this is something we don't know about.
No, it's an enter kid from 420 earlier.
Yeah, but do you have to have... Can we just not enter? Is that what that means?
What's your time?
We don't have it. We have the Go City app, which is we can come to the aquarium.
Sure, if you have like your Go City passes, you can actually bring those right to the ticket booth. They're just going to give you money.
Okay, thanks. Oh, let's see. Let's open that up.
And there's some
Let's see. Let me go to my Go City app. Okay. See, so that's a great deal already. For an adult, aquarium only is $34. And what did we pay? Roughly 50 bucks a person? And we got the whole trolley too, which is normally 40. So you're saving a ton of money by doing the Go City app, which is available for, I think, most or all major cities. Go City, everybody. Non-sponsored. But speaking about sponsors, we are originally from, as far as the channel goes, we are a Disney World YouTube channel. And if you are about to start planning your next vacation, you want to make sure that you do it with your magical adventures await. Claudia is creating Disney Adventures Worldwide. She can create a magical adventure to Walt Disney World, Florida, Disneyland, California, Disney Cruise Lines, Aulani Resort in Hawaii, guided group vacations with Adventures by Disney, and more. And guess what? If you book with her, services are free. Disney pays her to create a seamless and magical adventure. Her availability is really unmatched. You can contact her Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. If she isn't already, your magical planner should be Claudia Indrason from Your Magical Adventures Await. All the information is there in chat as well as in the description below this live stream or on the replay this video. And also, how about if you're looking to live near the magic of Disney World, where Disney is minutes away? Victor Naraki is a realtor with La Rosa Realty. He specializes in homes for the Disney fans. So if your goal is a view of the fireworks from your back patio, or being able to pop into Disney for lunch, or just take Disney trips whenever you'd like, Victor can make those dreams come true with a home near Disney. You'll find all of Victor's links at DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com. That's DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com. It's this. It's on this, I think. I gotta show them.
So they don't need this?
Yeah. Hi, we just have the Go City app, so.
I see all those passes real quick.
Yep. I don't know if that's it. It might be this.
That's for your trolley.
Do you need my phone?
Yeah.
Well, that's all I have.
All right, can you take my phone?
Thank you.
I got it.
Thank you. Just give it to her.
Do you mind if I touch your phone?
No.
Thank you. How old are the kids? 4 adults?
Yes.
Just you with them? 84. 84.
84?
Yeah.
How much is each one?
25 for each kid. Sorry, there's that back, and I'll just print your ticket real quick.
Thank you. Hey, bud.
Alrighty, there's your ticket. You guys can go right on inside.
First down.
You're welcome.
All right, let's pray for signal. What? Theo, you said it, man. Gimbals out in the real world get confused looks. Like, people have no idea what we're doing. I'm used to it. Oh, look at this. It's a sea lion. Let's go see what we can do. How long does it take to get through the regular?
Like about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Okay, all right. Anything we should make sure we see? We're gonna try to do it in like 45 minutes.
Sure. The shark and ray touch tank is going to be like directly on the left when you get in. That's definitely worth seeing. You get to touch some stingrays and sharks. Other than that, I would just recommend the Revamp Center is in the back outside. So if you go in, stay to the left. It's right around there.
Okay.
And then you can just kind of loop your way up, loop your way back down.
All right. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Jill is the queen of the aquarium. You
Huh?
said your hair's pretty.
Thank you.
I was asking her what the best things were to check out. So, scanning station. What do we do? Do we walk through here? Or? Okay. She has the tickets.
No.
Nope. I couldn't make it go longer if I tried. It would be nice because my arms are short. She asked if it was a selfie stick though.
Hey, that's the first.
Yeah. Okay, she said right here is a shark and ray touch tank. She said you should see that. Does anyone want to touch a shark? I've never touched a shark before.
There's somewhere that watching.
Little blue penguins, my favorite. Hey, Kathy H. Crayola Kid. We'll have to see if there's a place we can get in.
Just like other fish, sharks and rays can get easily startled by movement. So if you are trying to touch them, you want to make sure you leave that hand nice and still under the water in one spot and wait for them to swim up to you. Make sure that you don't reach out at them or dunk your hands in and out just as they swim by, because that could startle them. Just keep that hand in the water and wait for them to swim right under your hand, and then you can slowly, gently touch the middle of their back with a flat open hand.
All right, Jill's gonna try to touch one of them. There's one that's coming by. They must like to be pet.
Gotta go lower, Joe.
I see that, Hope.
I'm waiting for them to do. Here it comes, honey.
Okay, here comes Jill's hand. There you go, Jill. It was slimy? Oh, this one's a little bit high.
Up, it went down. Up, it's going back up. It's fast.
I can get any pictures.
Sometimes you might see
Get in here, bud.
bury herself under the
Get in here.
sand, just like that one at the
Look, if you want to take a picture.
And that's a normal behavior.
Oh, there's a shark. The shark would be cool to touch.
If they wanted too high or just take a rest. So if you do see any rays buried under the sand, we want to make sure we leave them alone and let them rest. But you are welcome to touch any of the animals that actively swim by under your hand at the front of the tank. Just remember to keep that hand nice and flat and only touch the middle of their back.
Cool.
They're slimy.
Yeah.
Mom should hold the stream so you can touch one.
Trevor says the Rays are really in town. Yeah, and we're going in a few hours to see the Red Sox and the
Mom, go hold the
Rays.
stream so you can touch one.
You want me to touch one? Oh boy. We are seeing the Rays twice. I think I can do it. But then I'd have to wipe my hand. I think I've touched one before.
There's one coming again.
Do you want to hold that?
Yeah, there's one coming.
You got some leeway. All right, I'm going to try to touch one. Here comes one. Oh, wow. You got to touch it. It's slimy, but then your hand is not slimy. I want to touch the shark. Because I've never touched a shark. Look at that one. He has blue spots. He's different looking, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That was Slimy Ruby. Oh, yeah, I just missed one coming by. Here comes one. All aboard that's going aboard. Such a weird feeling. Feel him. He's coming up to you, Jill. You want to touch one?
Ew, don't do that.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What the hell? That's nasty.
Oh, I can wash my hands over there. Let me go wash my hands. Can you hold this for Mom?
Here comes one, Jojo.
My arms are too short.
Your arms are too short?
Yeah.
Where's the shark? Where did the shark go? Oh, look, that one's burying itself into the sand. How cool.
Oh, there's a shark. There's a shark coming.
Here comes the shark.
Never mind.
Oh, there goes the shark. Here comes one, honey. Here he comes.
I think they like these.
There are 5 different species of shark and 7 species of stingray in this exhibit, and they are all safe to touch, but they are also very sensitive to movement. So if you're trying to touch them, you want to make sure that you keep your hand under the water nice and still the whole time that you're here, even in between touches when the animals aren't close by. That lets them know that you are there and that the front of the tank is a calm and safe place for them to swim to. And when they do swim under your hand, you can slowly, gently touch them right in the middle of their back where it's most comfortable for them. Just make sure to avoid their faces, the edges of their fins, their tails, and undersides.
Whoa, look at that one over there, Jill.
They're just extra sensitive areas for these animals.
Look at that big one back
If you have
there.
any questions, don't hesitate to ask. My name is Tommy up here on the rug by the entrance. My friend Kaylee is over at the other end of the tank, and Anna is on the floor with us.
How big that one is up there.
Oh, that's a huge one.
Look at that one. I want it to come this way. Look at it. You can't see it all of
I don't know if
it.
it'll come over here. I don't know if it can fit.
I can't see it though. That one's huge.
Oh, it's what now?
What do you think? It's fine. I'm with you. I'm holding you. You're okay. Say hi.
Oh, he has like tiger spots too. Leopard
Yeah.
spots.
He's different colored. This one buried itself under the sand. Oh, there it is. It's coming out a little bit. Look at this one.
Big one. Oh, he's coming.
Oh my word. Look at that. Here he comes.
The big, beautiful ray swimming across the
Look at
tank
that one.
now is our female leopard whip ray. She's safe to touch just like the other rays with a flat hand on her back. Just be sure to avoid her face, and if that long tail swings by you, make sure not to touch it. That tail's not going to hurt you at all, it's just an extra sensitive area for her.
That's a long tail too. Look at that
It's
tail.
the biggest animal in our exhibit at about 10 feet
That
long.
tail has got to be
about
5
4
feet
across,
easily.
And around
crazy.
150 pounds.
There's another one over there too that's big inside.
Oh, yeah. Want to do something else?
Yeah, let's go. Let's move. Moving along.
Video that Jacob got.
Nice. We got you too. So everybody knows you can go wash your hands right over here and dry them.
That was huge.
That thing was huge. If I didn't wash my hands already, I would have touched it.
That is not
Here's your underwater view, Hope.
Oh, Nemo! And then I'm gonna look for
Oh, it's a cougar ray, says Amy. That's the biggest I've ever seen, Dennis. That was cool, huh? Look at that puffer fish. He is huge. Here's my hand. Would you call that a Boston crab? I would. That's huge too. Not crab, lobster. Look at the size of that. Look at that dinosaur bone. Or maybe it's a whale. Oh, I washed my hands and my arm completely. Look at this shell. Giant clam shell. All right. Should we go down to the shark area? Hopefully signal will be all right. The science of sharks downstairs. The ones I swam with the ocean were big. Were that big. Females are bigger than males. Wow. Jill is loving the aquarium. Hopefully the signal will be okay here as we go underneath, down below. Never swallow a puffer fish.
the stingrays. That was a
Did you like the pictures I took, Joe?
Yes. That was like the biggest ray I've ever seen, and it looked like a leopard carpet.
A leopard carpet.
It did. It was that big.
Straight pajama.
I don't know
shark.
if the camera did it any justice, but that was a huge ray.
They all thought it was pretty big.
That was a massive ray.
It's one of those tanks you look in and you're not really sure. Oh, there's a shark down there. I think we're good here, huh? Signal was getting a little rough down there. All right, Mukesh, thanks for being here. We'll see you next time. Yeah, I think they do. Animals like that. Smells like fish in here. Oh, it's the penguins. Look, everyone.
Look, your friends. That's my Mushu does that. He sits on his belly.
Just chilling. What's that one gonna do? Oh. He's gonna jump in the water.
Don't do it. Wait, I want to get this on video without somebody.
Come over here. Is he gonna go? He's talking to his buddy. Guess he just wanted to get down to that rock, huh? I wonder if they're heavy.
Oh yeah, they have to.
They seem like they would be kind of dense, right? Not like light.
Something like a dog, maybe.
Yeah, like a small dog. Don't know, Hope. I think we're gonna fly by the seat of our pants at this point for dinner, because we'll be pushing the time for the Red Sox game. Yeah. Those shops are open after the game, but you would rather do it first. They're trying to sleep over here. Save room for Fenway Franks. These are called glassy sweepers. Sausage guy on Lansdowne Street. Ooh, I'm all for that. Right outside the park. Ooh, I could go for that. Yeah, that has to be a whale. He could certainly eat us in one shot, but that doesn't look like it would be a, you know, what do they call that? Not bailiff. Bailiff? When they don't have teeth and they just kind of take in all the microbes. These are the different behaviors of the penguins. Oh, I missed it. Is he still in the water? Let me see if oh, I see one swimming over there. All right, you ready? Ready?
I got on video.
He just took the plunge? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh. Are you gonna jump? There he goes. So easily and graceful. Look at that. It's quick. Off they go.
These two are pointing each other.
Ah.
They're pointing each other's feathers. They're doing it up there too. They're pruning each other.
All right. Peng friends. Peng friends. Fur sea lions. Let's go see the sea lions.
He's fast. First, sea lions. Hey kids. Just try to swim. Yeah. Just do the back flow.
Oh, yes, they do kneel, and it's freezing over there. No, I can see you, Macintosh.
I still can't get over that.
Ah.
First seal. Look at all of that.
You kind of have to get over there.
I think we have a nice view.
Okay. And then we'll just go back up.
This is it?
Yeah, it's the sea lions. Over there probably just continues with the exhibits. That's right, Dennis. No flying for penguins.
But they're so cute.
What looks like wings must be more like flippers.
Yeah. I think they're more used as flippers than anything.
Yeah. Oh, me? Oh, Mom. In San Francisco, they make so much noise, says Ruby. Tartar sauce vanille. I do a food review in the upcoming Salem vlog. Did I use ketchup? Did I use tartar sauce on my fish and chip review? Or did I use both? And what did I think of them? We'll find out. Malt vinegar is a must. It's the fun fact, it's the only time I use vinegar on fries with fish and chips. Quick observation, she says thank you, like we opened the door for her. which we kind of did, but I'm just joking though. All right, so let's go to the left. Jill's fascinated with the swimming, but so am I. Oh. This is a North Atlantic right whale. So there's your lower jaw, your flipper, and of course your rib cage, and your spine. Oh, did y'all see that? Oh, that's what all that white stuff is. That one just pooped across the rocks. Oh, you can hear them when you press the sound? Here's your replay of the poop across the rocks.
No, I saw.
Watch it.
It's sharded across the
Yeah.
rock. Sharded? Did you not see it now? It's sharded.
Keep watching. Oh, it happened already.
Which penguin was it?
You see it?
No. Why are we trying to watch a penguin short?
All right, let's go. I don't understand this one. Like, what's the front? What's the back? This one here. I don't know what's the front and what's of that one. Whoa, that's a big fish, whatever that is. Smile and wave, boys. Yep. That's a big fish.
Did you know my daddy caught a fish that is that long? We actually did, right, Daddy? That's like the coolest thing you've ever done.
Jill, watch this fish come back from back there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That's so big.
Here he comes.
That's a big fish. Where?
From the depths of the cavern.
Oh my word. You see the mouth?
Here he comes. Don't be shy. Jabba the fish. But he is huge. Apparently he's gonna stop there. Oh.
Legs is.
All right. This tank is really cool. Look at that, like a sea dragon. Is that just an effect, or it looks huge?
I know, it does.
Doesn't this tank look huge?
Oh, really? Yeah, so he went down. He went down. Third level now.
I think you just keep walking around this thing. Look at all these fish. Big eye trevally fish.
This is what this is the genocide.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
These are the ones that are being killed by the whales. Meatballs? The genocide.
I guess we go up here, huh? Come on, Jill. You don't see those in every aquarium, no. With true 1080p Diz Vision, I feel like I'm swimming in the ocean. I'll take that as a compliment. So, sprinklers come on and the penguins get washed.
They were standing there with their notebook.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's amazing.
Wasn't their art amazing?
Look at that eel up there.
Oh man, that's...
Some fish just got the bad end of the stick and are super ugly. They got hit with the ugly stick.
Yeah. Hey, Dad,
like that.
I think you guys have matching foreheads.
Oh yeah, thank you. I don't have a big forehead.
Yeah.
So we're going up a winding ramp. Oh, a turtle. Look at the turtle. Jill, Jill.
You like your shirt? That's fine.
Jacob, look over there. Look over there. We saw some of these in Hawaii.
Wow.
You're so welcome, Debbie. Yeah, I see that. Almost 5 o'clock.
No.
You could literally ride that one.
I could sit on his back and have some room.
What else can we see up here?
One of them was to figure it out. The other one, if they saw them how they did it, they would be able to replicate it exactly.
What's upstairs? I guess we'll see what's upstairs. She's right over there, where that window is.
Lauren, there's starfish over there. There's flounder. Lobster. American lobster.
Striped bass.
Guess we'll go see what's upstairs.
Here's the starfish.
We're gonna go see what's upstairs. Oh, it's the top of the giant ocean tank. This is just more difficult to see what, you know, you see better when you're down below. Top of the tank. Thank you for those kind words, Debbie. All right, let's see what else we can see. We're trying to condense this visit quick. I don't know if there's anything over here. Just an elevator. All right. Look how high, look how far we came. We got there pretty easily, huh? Tammy said, ah.
She got scared. She hates heights.
Oh, 5% on the phone. Yikes. I didn't realize it dropped that much. Take that one.
The front part.
We're trying to get there.
I want to go. Great job. All right, ready? Let's roll.
Is that it?
Yep.
Even?
I mean, we just got to make sure we didn't miss anything big here.
I don't think so.
Fear of heights, maybe not for good, but when she was up on Diamond Head, She did go to the edge. Jill convinced her to go to the edge and take some photos. We're going down the winding ramp here. We're just above the whale. The whale bones. Lynn doesn't like heights either. D. Jones has a fear of heights. The scuba divers come out of those doors. Oh, okay. Okay, we saw all of this, bud. Just want to make sure we didn't miss anything big. I didn't see many sharks. This is going to lead us back up. We want to go down. So we want to go this way. Because this is level 2. Jill should see the sea dragon. Oh, you're fine. You go right ahead. Thank you.
Go in there.
Yeah. Where are the jellyfish tanks? I didn't see any jellyfish, Ruby. Unless we missed them. Jill, I wanted to make sure you saw the sea dragon.
Look at this photo I got of this turtle.
Ooh, that's a nice photo of that turtle. See the sea dragon up there?
What is that?
I don't know if he's really called the sea dragon, but somebody else called him a sea dragon, and I would take that. Because he looks like a dragon.
Wait, where am I supposed to be looking at?
He's up there. There's between the plant and the rocks. Up at the top of the water.
Oh, is it floating around?
Yeah.
The weird, like...
Yeah, it's like long, like a dragon.
Weird.
Yeah, I think we saw everything. The condensed visit. The condensed visit of the New England Aquarium. I don't know why. My phone must be hot, and it shouldn't be in here. But it keeps wanting to go like this, bud. It doesn't want to stay lit. Keeps wanting to dim itself.
You have automatic brightness on your phone?
I don't know. Boston 419 says, I know they have some jelly tanks. Yeah, when you watch penguins' behavior, you just kind of know what they're thinking.
Okay, so they're all just standing still. They must like it.
Yeah, look.
It must feel good.
It must feel good on their bodies. Eyes are closed. That one's getting soaked over there on that rock. Shower time. It's shower time. Thanks for the tour, Corey. You're so welcome, Crayola Kid. This was one thing we learned. What can I teach you all about this trip, this stream, is book everything on Go City. They have just about everything you want to do, and they'll even bus you up to the Salem area, so you can do the Salem Witch Museum and trials. But don't do the Salem Museum, by the way. It gets like the worst reviews I've ever seen of reviews of anything. Anything you can find on Amazon. Whatever. It's like one star. So we didn't do that part. But yeah, Go City. You can combine 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items and you save a ton of money.
The penguins were enjoying the shower.
Oh, Ruby was wondering if they had jellyfish, but I'm not really seeing anything.
They did, but it's...
Oh, it's too far away.
I took a picture picture of them though, if she would like to see.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Jill will show you. She took a picture of them.
Because I wanted to see jellyfish. It was right before we went to go see the dragons.
Oh, okay.
They were big.
I don't remember that. This is no exit. Please exit at the other side of the lobby. Do the gift shop. All right. So yes, do the Go City app. Whenever you're visiting any city, maybe we'll do another city using the Go City app. And you save a lot of money that way. Like I said, I'm just roughly going over the numbers. I think it would have been like $41 for the trolley, and this would have been $75 per person for what we did today between the aquarium and this, and it was more like $50 or a little less than fish. What Neil and I are working on, and if we're able to pull it off really soon, we're going to do a Saturdays park to park stream where Alyssa and Neil are at SeaWorld, and then the kids and I and Tammy will be at a Disney park. So yeah, you're going to get some SeaWorld and you're going to get some Disney all in the same stream. Yeah. And Neil is very excited to do it. It was Neil's idea. Thank you, Neil. You ready to go, Jill? We gotta roll. I'm gonna run this back to the car. You guys don't even have to. Of course. I'll move quickly. So you want me to do that, and you guys meet me out front while she's looking?
Do they have to drop anything else at the car? I'm just asking.
Bud, are you bringing that to? You're not bringing that to the game, right? Are you dropping that off at the car? Yes. I mean, you can. But I'm gonna head back.
I carried it for like the past 4 hours.
Yeah, but did you bring it in?
I don't know.
You didn't play it?
That's my concern.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring it. Huh?
I don't know.
Oh, get it then.
You're not gonna play it.
I mean, I will, but not in the game, obviously.
Did I give it to you? No. No.
Yeah, the duck boats are $57. Okay, so I don't need to bring anything back. I'm just gonna bring myself back, right?
And the keys.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, let me. I don't need to charge my phone. It's at 100. But I got this wallet. Meet me out front, I guess. Meet me out front. All right, everyone. That's going to conclude Boston. The next time you see us will be in Disney World on Saturdays. So I want to thank everyone for joining us. We know it's not Disney, and some of you joined just for Disney, but we do like to bring you along for other things that we do. And this was awesome. And we also have a Salem vlog coming out as soon as it's done being edited. I'll set a date for that and we'll put that one out. I think you'll enjoy it. We have got witch stories, ghost stories, food review, shopping in Salem. It's going to be great. So I hope you learned some things about Boston. I hope you learned how to save when you go to any city at this point. But hey, so grateful for all of you to come along. Thank you so much for the PayPals and the Super Chats. They really, really do help. Like I said earlier, it's time for a new computer because the old one just can't take it anymore, and it just might bring some game nights back. It will give us the ability to do game nights again. If we decide to do so, editing, managing of the channel will be much, much easier. There's so much tech I pay for. And I think it shows. We love you all. Thank you so much to our sponsors. And yeah, this is my part. I got to drop all the equipment off, and then we are going to the Red Sox game. We will post a little bit. Check out Jillian Isn't Here on Instagram, as well as Living in Diz on Instagram. And we'll post some of our Fenway Park adventure tonight, and maybe go live a little bit. Go Devil Rays. No, go Sox tonight. Hopefully I don't wear out my voice. It's going to be so much fun. Once again, love you all, and we will see you in Disney World on Saturdays. Thanks again for being here with us. It was so much fun. I'm so sad it went by so quickly. If you're going to do the trolley tour, make sure you come early and start it earlier so you get more done. So, with that said, for Jacob, Jillian, and Tammy, I am Corey from Living in Diz, and we'll see you in the parks. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. So much fun. What's up, Dianca? I see you. And Love the Magic, and Dennis Poe, and Amy, and Macintosh, and Ruby, Theo, all the mods. Fun, fun time. Good night, Mama Bear, Octavia, James, all my fellow Massachusettsites, Pamela V.